We present great stories from around the globe by some of the world's favourite writers in Springbok Library of the Air.
Rome, great alma mater of the Western world. Ancient city, seat of emperors, generals, princes, and popes. Eternal city, where the pines still whisper on the Palatine, where the crumbling Forum breathes the glory of the past, where the Sistine Chapel glows with the genius of Michelangelo. Rome, where newer and stranger arts hold counsel with the old, where a pale young Roman walks into a neon and chrome bar on the Via Vittoria Veneto one hot June night.
Mineral waters.
Signore.
Mineral waters.
But signore, I have the best vermouth, the finest wine.
Please, mineral waters.
Of course, as the signore desires.
Well. What? Alessandro, it is you. Where did you come from? I thought I made it quite clear that I had no desire to see my relatives by marriage ever again.
No, Romolo, that's no way to greet an old friend, not to say brother-in-law.
Your mineral waters, signor.
Thank you.
And for your friend?
Thank you, I will not take anything.
Very good, signor. As you will.
Mineral waters, eh? Well, the Romolo we knew is gone. In his place, a teetotaler.
It is even worse, you'll be glad to hear, Alessandro. It is mineral waters or else for me. My doctors tell me just one little glass of wine. Well, I leave it to you. Excuse me.
As bad as that, eh? Poor Romolo. 700 years of noble tradition coming to a full stop in you.
No, Alessandro. Not if I'm careful and drink nothing stronger than these mineral waters.
But you still have no heir, eh, Romolo? Why don't you marry again? Carla wouldn't mind, I assure you.
She would never set me free. Who do you think you are fooling, Alessandro? As long as there is money, she will be there.
How can you talk like that?
Listen, I do not know what you want, but I can assure you you will not get it. I told you to take her away and leave Rome forever, and I meant it. I am not the sort of man to change my mind because a little time has passed.
A little? 2 years?
Short enough.
Supposing I told you she wants to see you.
Wants to see me?
Yes. You find that hard to believe?
So she is here too in Rome.
Of course. My sister and I have always traveled together since... since. You've never quite forgiven yourself for what happened, have you?
Be quiet.
I should think you haven't. I begin to see now. I was never sure before. I know how things cling around the memory, but in your case...
Shut up. I want nothing to do with either you or her.
I'll tell you what. We'll come here to this bar tomorrow night at 10. Will that do?
I cannot...
The two of us will talk to you, and then you'll understand.
Understand what?
Be advised, Romolo. Tomorrow night at this bar, at 10, you will come. Won't you?
Just a minute, everybody. 5 minutes break. Set up that new angle, Charlie, while you're waiting, and we'll shoot it once again before lunch.
Clay?
Romulo, where in hell have you been?
I'm sorry, Clay. Wandering. I have had things on my mind.
Well, it's a fine time for that. Don't you realize we're 3 days behind schedule on this picture? I needed you bad this morning, kid. Baumbein was down here tearing the tripe out of me.
Baumbein? I thought the Folie Bergère would have kept him in Paris for at least a week.
We're spending his money, and so he hates us. Listen, Romulo, this scene won't gel. I've tried it a dozen different ways.
Well, I knew it was going to be difficult, but...
Sure, so why advise it? You know Rome like the back of your hand. That's why I got you appointed technical advisor. You could have picked some other location.
Well, I felt that... Oh, Clay, I do not know. Perhaps you made a mistake in me. It was only sympathy, nothing else that made you give me this job.
No, that's not true. I want to see you in pictures, kid. We're going to be making a whole lot here when things get moving. You could be right in the center of it.
But we do not see the same things, your picture people and me. It is difficult to know, and now I am worried.
Oh, not again. Honest, Romulo. We got some deadlines to beat.
This time it is serious worry. I cannot think of anything else.
Oh, okay, kid, okay. Well, I'll have one more try at this scene, and then we'll go back and look at the rushes. Maybe that'll buck you up. And this is the last scene we took, A.K. The drunken crowds reeling through the streets after the orgy.
What's the scening effect you got there, Clay? Who wanted that in?
Oh, that's the Arch of Constantine, A.K.
And who put it up? Is he on my payroll?
A.K., the Arch of Constantine is an ancient Roman monument.
Well, I don't like it. It's dirty. It goes.
But A.K., it's authentic.
That's it, Clay.
Okay, thanks, Harry.
Nobody puts any old arch in my picture without I say so. I've got to think of my returns. You appreciate that factor, don't you, Mr. Mancini?
Why, of course, Mr. Baumbein.
Sure, I know the way you feel on account of you're a Roman, and so you think these things are very beautiful. Well, maybe they are, too, but I'm considering the folks back home who are going to see this movie. Well, I want Song of Rome to be Sacco with them, and that means I don't have no arches like that one.
Well, there you are, then. I read the script. I thought for its period the Arch of Constantine would be the perfect setting. Although, of course, the orgy, as you have got it's a bit out of place in his reign.
Mr. Mancini, don't talk goofy. We got panaceramic and multivivatic color in this picture. That'll take only the best scenic effects, the very best. Now, don't you have any appreciation of the commercial angle?
A.K., look, I'll fix this. Romula's not so good today.
Well, then fix it good. This guy was your idea, not mine, Clay. And I don't have to tell you this production is 3 days behind schedule. And that ain't the fault of anyone on my staff but you and Mr. Mancini. Okay, now just let's see if we can't get some real action around here. If we can't, well, I may have to make some changes. Don't think I can't. It's in the contract. My legal branch drew it up real tight. See you in TV. So long.
Oh, you see, what is the use? He sees different things.
Ah, now, kid, don't let that get you. Why, guys like A.K. just blow their top on principle. They wouldn't be happy if they didn't have something to gripe about. Let's just forget that and get down to cases.
No, I am no good to your business or anything. I have made one mistake after another. And now I have got things on my mind.
But, Romulo, what is it? Honest, I never met such a guy. You're up and down like a balloon.
You forget I'm a blue blood, sensitive. Also, I'm supposed to be a sick man. And today an old problem has come back to haunt me.
Well, what? You can tell Uncle Clay.
My wife.
Your wife? I didn't know you had a wife.
No, most people do not. The marriage was very much frowned upon by the other Roman families.
Well?
I wanted, above all else, an heir. And the end of my line. She did not want that. It became a question of more money for her, drinking for me. She knew I could not escape. Divorce was out of the question. Nobody would recognize the child of a second marriage while the first wife was still alive. It was sad in its way. It was one night. I had been drinking more than ever up in my room on the top floor of that palace of mine in Kies-on-Wharf. Suddenly the door was flung open and she stood before me. And I could tell from her face that something was wrong. She had been to a doctor. She was going to have a child. It was a mistake, she said. Something she had not reckoned upon. But now that it had happened, she would turn it to good. If I did not make over half my property to her, she would deny me the thing I so dearly wanted. And then she laughed. As the horror of what she had demanded penetrated to my dull brain, I got up from the table where I was sitting. I stumbled towards her, seized her by the arm, and suddenly she was gone from my sight. Gone, and her laughter had changed to a cry. She had fallen. She lay still at the bottom of the stairs. She was not dead. She was not even badly hurt. But of course it was the end of the child. I paid her brother and her a large sum of money to keep quiet about it and leave Rome forever. And now, my friend, they are back.
Well, what do they want, Romulo?
I don't know. I am not innocent, but neither are they. So if it is a question of more reprisals, more blame to be accepted by me and kept silent in them, I will die sooner than give them what they want.
Night over Rome, ancient city of the Western world. Softly the fountains play. The wind is stilled among the trees on the 7 hills. Darkness shrouds the great monuments of the past. And in the modern cafe on Via Vittorio Veneto, Romolo Mancini, last surviving member of an ancient and noble Roman family, stands once again at the little bar, waiting.
Mineral waters, please.
Si, signor.
That sigh. Why do you sigh so much like that, Romulo? Is it your condition or your conscience?
Alessandro, where is she? You have brought her?
Look behind you. The table in the corner.
So,
Not changed a day, you were going to say? Romulo, she has been through such trials.
give me a little time alone with her first. You can join us in a few minutes.
Of course. As you desire.
Hello, Carla.
Sit down, Romolo. You're not looking well.
I am not well.
And I can't offer you anything to drink, Alessandro says. With a few drinks, you are always gay. With too many.
What is it you want? Money? I told Alessandro yesterday there'd be no more money.
You've changed, haven't you?
Alessandro told you that.
I know it, to look at you anyway. Well, perhaps just as you've become sober, I've become honest. Romolo, wait and see. I have a confession to make to you, and when I make it, you'll realize that there could be no dishonest motive.
My dear Carla, we were never a pair for the common virtues of mankind. So don't let us play saints with each other. If I am no longer a drunk, it is simply because to drink would be death. In your case?
Don't you ever regret what happened?
Of course.
For my sake, or because there was a child?
For both. But that is something you could never understand.
So, there's a redeeming feature. Well, there is in me, too. And perhaps that's something you could never understand. It's the whole reason why I've come.
Well, what is your confession?
Your child is alive, Romolo. He wasn't killed in that accident. He was born after Alessandro and I left Rome. A perfectly normal little boy.
What?
I've called him Enrico. He's getting on for 2.
Are you mad? No child could have lived up to that fall. It's impossible. I don't believe it.
Then you must come and see.
He's here, in Rome?
Of course. It's where he belongs.
Take me to him at once.
Well, Romolo, you've seen him. What have you to say now?
I do not know. He is sleeping peacefully. I did not wake him. He has a look of me, I think, but...
But what?
How can I be sure? How do I know for certain that little boy is my son?
But Romolo, why would we want to deceive you?
I don't know. There would be money in it for you, of course, if he were my son.
Why?
Because I would have to make up to both of you for so much. I sent you away from Rome. We were enemies. I cannot believe you would do this for me just because of a change of heart.
Well, there you are. If we can't make you believe, obviously you won't. But you've seen the birth documents.
Those could be forged.
Oh, of course. You give us credit for too much subtlety, Romolo.
Well, I'm going to have a drink. Anyone join me?
Just mineral waters.
Mineral waters. I mean a real drink. This is a time of great rejoicing for you, Romolo. You've got an heir at last, a Mancini to carry on the line.
Shut up!
Just as you prefer. There's some cognac here anyway.
I shall make every possible endeavor to check your story from beginning to end. If it seems true, then you shall have your money. Never fear about that.
But I don't want money. Oh, Romolo, can't you understand or try to understand? I've brought your son to you. Disbelieve it if you like, but don't bolster your pride by continuing to tell yourself that there couldn't be any good in me.
My pride? We are a pretty pair, aren't we?
We always were. It's a great pity.
You don't mean...
No. It's too late for that. I don't believe in bringing ruins up to date. You and I have had enough of each other. But I do want you to know. Alessandro.
Oh, here, Carla. Drink some of this.
Tablets. My bag.
Oh, of course. Here, take 2 and some cognac with them.
Of course. Thank you.
Ah, that's better. She'll sleep for a little while now. I'd better put her on the bed.
What is it? What is the matter with her?
The accident, Romolo. That same accident of 2 years ago. It left its scar. The attacks began 10 months ago. They become more frequent. One day, there will be no more.
Now, this is the retake of the orgy scene, AK. Man, this came up well. We got some spontaneity on it, something real. When you get this printed and dubbed, it'll be tremendous.
Yeah, nice composition.
I'll say, Romolo and I sweated on it, didn't we, kid?
And what's that background you got now?
Out on the beat, soccer a bit.
Whole picture.
Well... Oh, that's it. Hey. You better be happy, AK. There's genius in those shots.
I asked who picked the location. Did you, Mr. Mancini?
You see, Mr. Bombine...
Of course Romolo did
I'm
it.
talking to Mr. Mancini, Clay. Well?
You know I didn't, Mr. Bombine, so I ask.
I wanted that I should hear it from you. There's also a rumor around that you haven't been anywhere near a set these last 3 days. Is that right, too?
It is?
Too bad, Mr. Mancini. Yeah, just too bad. Looks like I'm going to have to find myself a new technical advisor, doesn't it? You was never right in the first place, but when I find you ain't even on a set, brother, you're just dead wood in my book. Pick up your check, Mr. Mancini.
AK.
I don't think you'll find your way back in the pictures. I got a respect for my profession. You see if I don't have. See you in radio. So long.
Of all the... Romolo, you can't say I haven't warned you. What'd you want to go and play hooky for when you were under fire? Man, you're crazy.
I am sorry, Clay. I am sorry for how I have embarrassed you. But I am no use to anyone, you see. I've said it before. No use to the modern world, not even any use to the old, since I have not a son.
Well, you're out of pictures anyway. I'm sorry, kid, but you are.
It's just as well. There was only one thing I was ever born to do, and that was to continue my line. But that failed. The flame has burned out at the end of the line.
Yeah, so now what happens? Do I offer to blow your brains out for you?
No. But there is a favor you could do for me.
Well, what's that? Hey, all this isn't something to do with your wife coming back, is it? What gave in that direction?
I was wrong, that is all. Wrong again. The last mistake this time. The one that brings the wheel full circle and throws me back on my own despair. Pride. It is a deadly sin, is it not? And I am full of it. But you will do me this favor.
Oh, sure.
Then I have some papers here. Take them and read them. And then meet me at that little bar on Vittorio Veneto I've taken you to sometimes. I'll be there in an hour, after I have seen someone else.
Romolo.
Ah, Alessandro. I'm glad you could come. I had to talk to you.
But why in the street? You could have called. Carla is waiting to hear from you.
No, she will not hear from me. I have been into the matter fully. As you are aware, the little boy is neither mine nor hers.
Oh?
But I will take him just the same. He will be looked after. Now tell me, why did she do it? And who is the child, an orphan?
Well, Romolo, I don't know.
Come along. The forgeries of the birth documents are really excellent, but we might as well have the truth at last. And as you will understand, I cannot go to see Carla herself.
Very well. She wanted to do something for you, something that would make you happy before she died.
But why?
Because I think she was sorry for the hurt she brought to you.
I do not understand it. And yet I knew it must be that. It was the one thing I never dreamed she would do, try and make up for the past. And so I must resign myself to the last ditch of my family pride. I have no heir, and I can no longer blame the woman responsible. She has redeemed herself. There is only myself left to take the blame.
Romolo.
And you know, Alessandro, that is insupportable. But we will keep Carla in the dark, you and I. You will tell her that I am deceived, that I think the child is mine. He has a look of me after all. And Carla deserves the reward of her redemption.
As you wish, of course.
I will see that the child is cared for. And you will take Carla away. If you should ever need anything for her, get in touch with my solicitors. I have given them instructions about her. In case anything should happen to me in the meantime.
But what would happen to you, Romolo?
It happened many years ago. It has come to its conclusion, that is all.
Romolo, I don't get it. You're signing all your dough over to some kid I've never even heard of, and you want me to act as trustee.
Well, you will do that for me, won't you, Clay, for old time's sake?
Oh, sure, if you want me to, but why? What are you going to live on? This reads like a will.
I told you pride was a deadly sin, did I not? The ancient Romans suffered from it. And when their self-sufficiency let them down, they ran upon their swords. Today, of course, we have more subtle methods.
What are you talking about?
Let us have something to drink, eh? Waiter!
That's crazy. I never met a guy like you.
Si, senores. Would you like... Oh, I know your wish, senor. You will have...
Brandy, please. Brandy for my friend and myself.
Listen again next week for another unforgettable story from our Springbok Library of the Air. We present great stories from around the globe by some of the world's favorite writers in Springbok Library of the Air.
Dr. Halliday, there's a Miss Gressler to see you. I've explained this part of the question, but she won't listen.
Is she an appointment?
No, she's just appeared out of the blue.
Tell her I can't possibly see her.
I have, but she refuses to budge.
Surely, Miss Adams, you can get rid of these women by now?
Oh, I know. I'm sorry, but she says it's desperately urgent. You must see her.
Has she a broken leg? Is she bleeding to death?
Well, she's rather pale, but that's probably just her colouring. She's very fair and ash blonde. Sort of slinky little creature with enormous green
Miss Adams,
eyes.
I am not inquiring about her type. I merely want to know whether or not she's in urgent need of medical attention. How did you get my name, anyway?
Well, she won't tell me.
Is she an old patient?
She says not. I certainly don't remember her.
Oh, very well. We'd better see her. We'll see what the trouble is. Ash blondes don't slink our way so often that we can afford to be blasé about them. Send her in.
Yes, Doctor. Miss Gressler, will you come this way, please? Dr. Halliday will see you now. Miss Gressler, sir. Dr. Halliday. Oh, please forgive me. I know it is not your custom to see patients in this way.
Sit down, Miss Gretchen.
Thank you.
Is it about yourself you want to see me?
Yes, about myself. Thank you. It is most kind of you. I'm most grateful. Please forgive me.
You're not English?
No, I am from Austria.
Mm-hmm.
I shall explain. I have come for a time over here to learn the language and something of your country. I have worked with the family to help with the children.
The address, please?
The address? It is necessary to have...
Yes.
Oh, well, the name of the people is Hammond. They live at number 9... Number 9 Redwood Gardens.
Redwood...
Earl's Court.
Your full name?
Honey Gretler. H-A-N-I... G-R-E-T-L-E-R.
Your age, Miss Gretler?
22 years.
Mm-hmm. Who gave you my name?
Oh, no one. Oh, I must be frank, no one. But now that I see you, I am more certain even than before that you are the man.
Oh, what man?
It is so hard to explain.
Nevertheless, I suggest you make the attempt.
Yes. In my mind, there is very clearly the picture of a street. A street with houses only on one side. On the other side is a park, very large and very beautiful. This street, Dr. Halliday.
Well?
About halfway down the street is a house painted white with door and windows of dark blue. On the first floor and on the ground floor are window boxes filled with crimson red tulips. This house. I have been searching for it for days and days. I have been nearly frantic. Then I remembered that I had come here from a main road with buses. I remember suddenly the number of a bus, 30. Mm-hmm. So today I travel on this bus, and at last, here is the park. Here the street, and here the house. Oh, the relief, I can't tell you the relief.
But I understood you hadn't been here before.
Oh, I have not exactly been here. Not in real life.
Not in what?
It was in a dream.
Oh.
Yes, now you think here is a mad woman.
Allow me to make my own diagnosis, Miss Gretler. Tell me about this dream.
I have dreamed it now for a week. Every night and always the same. It is terrifying. I am walking by myself down the street. I come to your house. I think, oh, but how attractive. I make to cross the road, but there is a car coming, so I wait. This car I see very distinctly. It is long and black with no hood, a sports car. Driving there is a young man. He has a round pink face, a little check cap, and a yellow scarf round his neck. He is driving very much too fast.
I'm sure he is.
Then I see that the indicator of his car is standing out. He is going to turn the corner before he reaches me. I cross the road, but he doesn't turn. I hear the blast of his horn, a strange horn with different notes like music. There is a scream of brakes. Someone shouts. I feel no pain, only a terrible blow, as if I had fallen from a great height. For a moment there is silence. Then a man cries, "There is a doctor in the house with the tulips." But at this moment, your door opens and a young woman comes out. She wears a white overall, and underneath it is showing a green dress. She calls out, "The doctor has gone away on his holiday, but she will telephone for an ambulance."
Well done, Miss Adams.
But it does not come. Your secretary brings a rug and puts it over me, and under my head a little pillow covered with green plastic. Here, look, on the couch there's little one.
Sit down, Miss Gretler. Don't excite yourself.
At last the ambulance comes. I hear your secretary say very angry to the driver, "The accident happened at 2 o'clock. It is now 20 past. He explains they were caught in a block of traffic. After that, I am going on a stretcher through some swing doors. Over them is written, "The Regency Hospital."
Mm-hmm.
There is such a place?
Yes, indeed. I'm on the staff there.
You see, only a dream, but the places are real. But now everything is confused. I know only that I have an operation, and I'm in bed, and people around me, doctor and nurses.
I hope the operation was successful.
No, it is not successful. Very soon over my face, the doctor draws the sheet. He says, "It was hopeless, loss of blood and shock." I was dead. Don't you understand? I was dead.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it too much. But I'm afraid the interpretation of dreams is rather outside my scope. I'm a heart specialist. Who is your doctor?
Oh, it is no use to go to him. He cannot help me.
It's his job to help you, Miss Gretler.
No, Dr. Halliday, you haven't understood. I don't ask for an explanation of the dream or why I have it. I know the meaning of this dream. Wait, I tell you how I know. In the hall of the hospital was a big calendar. Do you know it, Dr. Halliday?
Yes, I hung it there.
It said the 10th of May. But look at this one on your desk.
Mm-hmm.
It says the 8th of May.
Oh, I see. You think all this is going to happen in 2 days' time?
I know.
Then on that particular day, why not avoid this street? Why not stay in bed?
Some things are meant to be. But in the dream, you remember, I'm lying in the road without treatment for 20 minutes. That is the reason I died. I'm sure of it.
Very likely.
I died because you were on your holiday. But if you were here, I would be saved. I know. I have a most strong feeling about it. I am convinced.
There's nothing I can do about that.
I want you to come back from wherever you are for just that time, 2 o'clock.
Come back? I shall be in Holland, Miss Gretler.
Holland? Oh. Doesn't this prove that the dream is true? You are going away.
It's purely coincidence.
Coincidence?
I always go away at this time.
I was not to know. How could I know? When do you go? What day?
The 10th, by the 3 o'clock plane.
Oh, no. No, please. You can get a later plane. To lose a plane is nothing. To lose a life. Oh, please, you must stay.
Oh, very well. All right. But in the meantime, I want you to see your own doctor. And see him today, without fail. What's his name?
Oh, he's a doctor of the Hammonds. Wilson, Dr. George Wilson.
Where does he live?
53 St. George's Street, SW5. Oh, you are so good, Dr. Halliday. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much.
But before you go, Miss Gretler, may I, as a point of medical interest, take your pulse?
If you wish.
Thank you.
2 o'clock. How strange it should be, 2 o'clock. It is steady, my pulse?
As a rock.
That's unusual.
In the circumstances, very.
You have calmed me. I trust you so much. Oh, don't bother to see me out. I can find a way. Goodbye, Dr. Halliday, and thank you so much. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Miss Gretler. Hello, Miss Adams. Still here? Nearly 8 o'clock.
Just finished. I fixed your plane ticket for the 10th and ordered you a taxi for 1:30.
Thank you. Did Dr. Wilson ring up?
Wilson?
Miss Gretler's man.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Oh, try and get him, will you, before you go? Then put him through on this phone.
Have you got his telephone number?
It's here somewhere. Here it is.
Oh, thank you.
The last thing I want is to have to fight my way to the airport through a barricade of ash blondes.
Hello? Is Dr. Wilson there, please? Oh, thank you. I have a call for you. Dr. Wilson's on the phone now, sir.
Oh, Dr. Wilson, Malcolm Halliday here. One of your patients came to see me this afternoon, and I referred her back to you. Has she been in yet? An Austrian girl, Hanni Gretler. Hanni Gretler. Never heard of her? She lives with some people called Hammond, who she claims are also patients of yours? They're not. Uh-huh. No, it doesn't matter. Sorry to trouble you. Thanks very much. Goodbye. Yes, I thought she was a liar. If that dream isn't the invention of a fertile Good heavens. Madam?
Yes?
Did you see that car?
What car?
That one that just passed with that extraordinary horn.
No. Or should I have?
Oh, I only wondered if you noticed what it looked like.
Why? Oh, the horn. The dream. Oh, but you know, I've heard that horn before, sort of subconsciously, without exactly registering it.
Yes, so have I. I don't want to alarm you, Miss Adams, but I'm having a little presentiment of my own. A presentiment that we are not finished with Miss Hanni Gretler.
I'm afraid your presentiments come true, Doctor. Miss Gretler's here. What shall I...
Send her in. I want to see this young woman.
Very well. Will you come this way, please, Miss Gretler? You lied to me yesterday. You are going on that plane tomorrow.
You lied to me.
Only about the doctor?
Who is your doctor?
I haven't one. It is you. I need you.
I shan't be available.
How can I make you believe me? All I ask is that you delay your journey for a few hours. 1 hour.
There's no need to cry about it.
There is need. There is need for me. It is I who will die, not you. Not you or the young man in his fine black car with his beautiful motor horse.
It won't help to upset yourself. Sit down. Come on.
Thank you. 2 o'clock. Again it is 2. When it strikes again in the daylight, I shall be dying.
Very well, Miss Gretler. I'll stay. I don't say I believe your story, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll stay.
Thank you. Oh, is this your cat?
Yes.
Hello, pussy.
Don't pick her up, Miss Gretler. She'll scratch you. She doesn't like strangers.
Oh, she will not scratch me. Oh, really? She's purring.
Well, I'm blessed. I've never known her do that before.
Do you know that the spirits of the dead return in the bodies of cats?
I've heard of it as a superstition.
Superstition? You think it's that? I will tell you something, Dr. Halliday. At home, I live in a little village in the mountains. In the river there, my great-grandmother was drowned by the people because they said she was a witch. The very instant that she died, there appeared from nowhere, on the bank of the river, a white cat. And from that day to this, it is still alive. From time to time, there appear others. They are quite wild and do terrible damage. But nothing will kill them. Nothing. Now no one dares to touch them anymore.
Cats have the knack of multiplying.
Among the white cats of my village, Dr. Halliday, there has never once been seen a kitten, because they are all females. They are called the White Witches of Geyser.
Well, I won't argue the point.
Now no one dares to touch them anymore.
Do you feel better now?
Oh, yes, quite, thank you. I must go. Oh, don't trouble to come to the door. You know I can find the way. You are going to stay and help me, aren't you?
Yes, I'll stay. Don't worry.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Miss Adams.
Goodbye, Miss Gretler. From her expression, I judge she got round you.
Oh, well, Miss Adams, her great-grandma is a cat.
Oh, I see. That explains everything.
Meow.
She would seem to have made an impression.
She would, Miss Adams. She would indeed. I'm quite fascinated to know what she'll think up next.
Now, you're not going to miss your plane, are you?
Not if I can help it. I thought I'd go and see the Hammonds.
Yes?
Oh, good afternoon. Is this the Hammonds' house?
Yes, but Mummy's out. She's shopping. She won't be long.
Is your father in?
No, not till this evening.
Oh, dear. I wonder if I might wait. I very much want to see your parents about Miss Hanni Gretler.
Honey? Honey, did you say?
Yes. She's been to see me once or twice during the last 2 days, and I very much... Hey! Well, what on earth's the matter now?
Why should he behave like that?
I don't know. I can't imagine. He was plainly terrified.
They've had trouble with her before, that's what it is. He probably thought you were the police. Why don't they send her home?
There's something about her I don't like at all. Something sly and nasty. She's up to some game.
Yes, there's not much doubt about that. You better try to get me onto a later plane, will you?
Oh, no.
She's planning something for 2 o'clock tomorrow, and I must know what it is. Don't ask me why. I don't know myself. I just must.
Good morning, Miss Adams.
Oh, you did give me a fright. How did you get in?
I let myself in to save you the work.
I didn't hear the door.
I moved very softly.
Miss Gretler, just precisely what are you up to?
Do you always address the doctor's patients in this way?
I don't count you as a patient. I count you as the type of girl I address in exactly this way. Always.
A type, you say?
It's not unusual for doctors, particularly when they're good-looking bachelors like Dr. Halliday, to be pestered by neurotic exhibitionists.
You're jealous, aren't you? Am I treading on your sacred ground, Miss Secretary? Perhaps you don't go about him in the right way. Men are so easy, Miss Adams, if you know how.
They're not so easy, Miss Gretler, that you can afford to make the sort of mistake you've made.
Mistake?
I suddenly remembered last night something you said about your dream. You said I was wearing a green dress. I haven't a green dress. I never wear green.
Maybe. But the girl in the dream was still wearing a green dress. For a good reason, Miss Adams, that she was not you. She was completely different, a big, fat girl with red hair. I don't know who she is, but she is not you.
Dr. Halliday is hardly likely to get a new secretary between now and 2 o'clock this afternoon, even to please you.
We shall see. Now, will you go and tell him I'm here?
Well, I can't promise he'll see you. She's here, Dr. Halliday.
Oh.
Dream girl.
Toss her in, Miss Adams.
Miss Gretler, come along.
Oh, Miss Adams.
I'll be gracious when you say toss her out.
Hello, Doctor.
I shall be in the hall, sir, if you need me.
Miss Gretler, I called on the Hammonds yesterday. The door was opened by a small boy. As soon as I mentioned your name, he slammed it again. Why?
Oh, well, that was you. Oh, David, he's a very nervous boy. Come, Dr. Halliday, you must not worry about me. Wait until 2 o'clock and you will understand. It is not very long now. Just wait.
You're a very persuasive young woman.
Am I? That young man in the black car. I wonder if he has had a dream too. Does he know what we know? I wonder.
If he does, he may have the sense to travel on foot.
Sense? Men like him have no sense. They can't even speak the truth. After the accident, I could hear his voice crying over and over again. It was her own fault. She ran in front of the car. I couldn't help it. She ran in front of the car. Oh, it's a lie, Dr. Halliday. It was his fault. He should be the one to pay, not I. It is he who should be killed, not I.
You're not going to be killed, Miss Gretler. Don't work yourself up.
No, of course not. I forget myself. I shall go now. I just wanted to see you again. You so reassure me. We shall meet at 2 o'clock. Auf Wiedersehen.
What? Goodbye. Well, I'm blessed.
That was quick.
She's mad.
You know, I think you should tell the police.
Huh? It's no crime to dream.
Dream? That girl's been hunting you for weeks, I'm sure of it. She's seen you somewhere, been attracted.
Where? Where would she see
Well,
me?
I've had an idea. What about the hospital? She's been an inpatient there.
It's possible.
Look, you've got to call at the hospital before you go to see your registrar. Why not go down to the records office and check? Why not go now?
Yes. Yes, I think I will.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, Crocker. I want to trace an old patient. I haven't got her number, but her name's Gretler. Gretler.
I'll have a look, sir. What's her first name, sir?
Honey. Hani.
Gretler. Gretler, yes, here we are. Hanny Gretler, age 22, single.
That's the one. Must be. When was she in?
Admitted May the 10th, 1952.
May the 10th.
Yes, sir. That's odd. A year ago today. What a coincidence.
Who was she under? Can I be? Must have been an accident case. Yes, injured motor accident. So that's it. She's been pestering me now for 3 days, Crocker. And Why are you staring?
Well, there must be some mistake, sir, if you say you've seen her recently.
Why should there be?
Well, according to the records, sir, she's dead.
Dead?
Yes, she died on the same day that she came in from shock and hemorrhage. On the same day that she came in, May the 10th.
There's no mistake, Miss Adams. She was knocked down by a car a year ago today at 2 o'clock outside this house. It was all exactly as she described.
But we've seen her, both of us, talk to her. Well, you can't be implying she's a ghost.
No, of course not. She's obviously not Hanny Gretler. She's an imposter. Or you'd have recognized her.
Me? But I wasn't here last May. I was ill. You had that temporary girl. I never saw her. What did she look like? Was she a big, fat girl with red hair?
Yes, why?
And she wore green?
Every shade of it. Why?
Oh, it's Hanny Gretler, all right. That's the girl she described. No one else could know so much. But what is she? What does she want?
My dear Miss Adams, how should I know?
Hey, what's the time? 1:30. You've still time to catch that plane. I'll call a taxi. You're all ready.
But you cancelled my seat.
I didn't. No, I didn't. I thought I'd leave it to the last minute.
No, I can't go. I can't possibly go now.
You must go, Doctor. You're not to be here at 2 o'clock. It isn't safe. I don't know what she's up to, but it's you she's after. Now get your things. I'm going to get you a taxi.
Oh, all right. If you're going to make a fuss, I'll go.
I'll stay and see what happens. She's got nothing against me. Oh, no, shush. Go away. Look out. Shh.
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. Just a cat. Must have come in after Blackie. Little white cat, that's all.
A white cat?
Yes. Oh, my goodness. Oh, it's only coincidence.
Taxi! Taxi!
Yes. Perhaps I won't stay after all.
I wish we hadn't done this. I've got a frightful urge to go back, just to see if anything does happen.
I don't expect anything will, really.
What's the time? 1:45. We might just do it, yes. Look, I'll drop you off here, Miss Adams, and go back.
If you go, I'm coming too.
Very well, but yes, all right. Driver, turn back, will you? I've forgotten something. Hurry.
Oh, God, we've just done it.
What is it now?
2 minutes to. Never realized that clock had such a loud tick. Must send you mad, doesn't it?
I never notice it. In the ordinary way. Cigarette?
I don't really smoke. Yes, I think I will, please. Thanks.
Only 1 minute to go. I don't believe anything's going to happen. If she was an exhibitionist in life, she'll be an exhibitionist in death. She only wants to create a sensation. Listen, the horn. Well, it's not coming down here. That's the crucial moment gone. Phew.
Sorry. Dr. Halliday, come back.
Honey! Honey! Oh, Lord. Where's the girl?
Girl? It's not a girl, sir. It's a man.
Now, the girl he's run down.
No, he didn't run no one down. He went into the lamppost.
Huh?
Oh, I seen it. I was standing right here.
Where is he?
Let him through. He's a doctor.
Oh, he's got here. Go on, get out of the way. Let him through. The doctor.
It's the same car, the one she said.
Oh, look like he'd had it to me. Is he dead, Doctor?
Yes. Who is he? Does anyone know?
I don't know who he is, but I've often seen him.
He used to come down this way every day. Yeah. He was in an accident here before.
What happened this time?
Oh, it was a cat what ran across the road. He swerved and went into the post. There it is, that white one. It was sitting on your step or washing its face. Suddenly shot right into the road. Go on, get out of it, you blooming. Go on, get off. Yeah. What's the matter, sir? Is it yours?
No. No, she is not mine. I'll call an ambulance.
Listen again next week for another unforgettable story from our Springbok Library of the Air. We present great stories from around the globe by some of the world's favorite writers in Springbok Library of the Air.
This week we turn to Lawrence Sterne's famous novel, Tristram Shandy. The literature of England is rich in lovable eccentrics, but none more lovable, if not more eccentric, than Lawrence Sterne's Uncle Toby. Most of us are familiar with the old soldier who lives again in memory the battles and sieges of his earlier days, and such was Tristram Shandy's Uncle Toby, a veteran of the campaigns of Marlborough, 200 and more years ago. My Uncle Toby.
I verily believe that a man might walk from Dan to Beersheba, were he in the walking mood, ere he met up with a worthier or more amiable man than my Uncle Toby. And though my uncle may have taken upon him to ride somewhat upon his hobby horse, can I think any the less of him for that? Nay, if it come to that, sir, have not the wisest men in all ages, not excepting Solomon himself, have they not had their hobby horses too? It had been my Uncle Toby's fortune to serve his king, not without honor, in the late wars in Flanders. And it was only by reason of the wound in his groin that he received at the siege of Namur, rendering him unfit for further service, that my Uncle Toby became possessed of his hobby horse at all. For, back in London, the wound confined him 4 years to his bed.
Come in, brother. I'm not asleep.
I met with a friend of ours in the street, brother, and he inquired how you did. I took the liberty of inviting him up to see for himself.
Why, sir, you are heartily welcome. Come in, I pray.
I'm happy to find you so cheerful, sir. Your brother gave me sad news of your wound.
Oh, well, a man must bear cheerfully what the Lord sends him. At least my wound has brought me the leisure to peruse my studies.
And what might those be, Captain Shandy? Philosophy?
Oh, I leave philosophy to my brother, sir. No, I've been engaged upon the study of projectiles and fortification, which are, of all the studies we know, perhaps the most generally neglected.
That I can well believe.
But none the less interesting for that. Indeed, I find much in the study to console me. Until Tartaglia proved to the contrary, I'd honestly believed that the cannonball which did me this mischief had followed a right line.
Was it a cannonball which gave you your wound, then?
It was a coping stone broke off by a cannonball from the parapet of a hornwork before the gate of St. Nicholas, in one of the traverses of a trench opposite to the salient angle of the demi-bastion of St. Roch at Namur.
And this was at the siege of Namur, Captain Shandy?
If you'll do me the kindness to reach me the map there on the table behind you, I can make the whole thing plain to you. Now, as you can plainly see, before the gate of St. Nicholas, which lies here, the counter-scarp, which extends itself from the bank of the Mars, quite up the great water stop, lies over ground which is cut and cross-cut with a multitude of flowers.
To speak the truth, unless the company my father led upstairs were tolerably clear-headed, it was a difficult thing for my Uncle Toby, do what he could, to keep the discourse free from obscurity. Even with a map to aid him, it was not always possible for him to find his way among so many obstacles. Often enough, he would get so sadly bewildered and set fast among them that he could get neither backwards or forwards to save his life, and was oft times obliged to give up the attempt upon that very account. This fact could scarcely be lost upon his servant, Corporal Trim, who waited upon him and served him with great fidelity and affection.
If I durst presume to give your honour my advice and speak my opinion in this matter...
Thou art welcome, Trim. Speak what thou thinkest upon the subject, man, without fear.
Why then, I think, with humble submission to your honour's better judgment, that these ravelins, bastions, curtains, and hornworks make but a poor, contemptible, fiddle-faddle piece of it here upon paper, compared to what your honour and I could make of it were we in the country by ourselves, and had but a rood and a half of ground to do what we pleased with.
Well, there's my house in Yorkshire, Trim, with the bowling green at the bottom of the garden.
Well, then, as summer is coming on, your honour might sit out of doors and give me the nography.
No, you must call it the iconography, Trim.
The iconography of the town or citadel, either of Namur or any other your honour was pleased to sit down before, and I'll be shot by your honour upon the glacé of it if I did not fortify it to your honour's mind.
I dare say thou wouldst, Trim.
For if your honour could but mark me the polygon with its exact lines and angles...
That I could do very well.
I would begin with a fosse. And if your honour could tell me the proper depth and breadth...
I can to a hair's breadth.
I would throw out the earth upon this hand towards the town for the scarp, and on that hand towards the campaign for the counterscarp.
Very right, Trim.
And when I had sloped them to your mind, and please your honour, I would face the glacé with sods, as are the finest fortification in all Flanders.
The best engineers call them gazons, Trim.
Your honour understands these matters better than any officer in His Majesty's service. Now let us but go into the country. I would work under your honour's directions like a horse, and make fortifications that it would be worth all the world's riding 20 mile to see them.
Say no more, Trim.
Besides, your honour would get not only pleasure and good pastime, but good air and good exercise and good health. And your honour's wound would be well in a month.
Thou hast said enough, Trim. I like thy project mightily.
And if your honour pleases, I'll this moment go and buy a pioneer spade to take down with us, and I'll bespeak a shovel and a pickaxe and a cup.
Say no more, Trim. There's a guinea for thee. There's a guinea. Go down, my lad. Bring my supper up this instant. We shall set out for the country within the week.
Never did lover post down to a beloved mistress with more heat and expectation than my Uncle Toby did, to enjoy this wondrous plan within the privacy of his bowling green, which lay beyond a yew tree hedge at the bottom of the garden beside his little cottage in Yorkshire. And so it was that his wound was healed, and he exchanged his bed of suffering for the most rewarding of hobby horses. And so long as a man rides a hobby horse peaceably and quietly along the King's highway, and neither compels you nor me to get up behind him, pray, sir, what have either you or I to do with it?
I think thou hast better sharpen the salience of trifle, Trim, and level it off at the foot of the glacis.
As your honour says.
I wonder, Trim, whether he've not made the breach an inch too narrow by yesterday's account of the matter.
Yeah, I was wondering much the same thing, your honour. Have I your honour's permission to widen it by an inch?
I wouldn't for the world, Trim, have thee think that I set too favourable a construction on the account. But if a line be fairly drawn from the centre of the ravelin to the northern end of the bastion, as the Gazette directs that it should be drawn...
Your honour is in the right.
Then let us not lag behind his grace, Trim. Widen the breach by a single inch, and the matter is set to rights.
As your honour says. Does your honour think that the town will fall by the end of the week?
I have a premonition that it will do so, Trim. Just as Amberg, Bonn, Rheinberg, and Huey fell before it. But the post will be in by the dinner hour.
With submission to your honour, if we should have the carpenter build us a little model of a town, to be run up together of slit deals and then painted, and we clapped it within the interior polygon.
Built exactly after the pattern of those in Flanders, Trim.
With grated windows and the gable ends of the houses facing the streets.
Only not to have the houses run up together, Trim, but to have every house independent, to hook on or off, so as to form into a plan of whatever town we please.
Your Honour has hit the nail on the head.
Then run and fetch me the carpenter, Trim. We've no time to lose. Oh, but stay. Here comes the Gazette from the post office.
Good day to Your Honour.
Good day to you, Susanna. Wait, Trim, wait till I've read the dispatch. Trim, take thy mattock. Batter down the face of the West Bastion.
Right, Your Honour. 'Tis done, Your Honour. E'en as Your Honour supposed last night.
Give me the colours, Trim. Help me up onto the ramparts. By heaven, the town has fallen.
My father was a philosopher in grain, speculative, systematical. For the character of my Uncle Toby, he had nothing but the warmest and fondest affection, but for my Uncle Toby's hobby horse, he had no real respect. The contrariety of their humours, in fact, was occasionally the source of a fraternal squabble.
From what you tell me, brother, the noble science of fortification has its weak side as well as others.
You're right, brother, but when a ravelin stands before a curtain, it is a ravelin. But when a ravelin stands before a bastion, then the ravelin is not a ravelin, it is a half-moon.
Brother Toby, you would provoke a saint. There was I trying to explain to you a matter of the gravest import. And here have you got us, I know not how, soused into the middle of the old subject again. I wish the whole science of fortification with all its inventors at the devil. It's been the death of thousands, and it'll be mine in the end. I would not, Brother Toby, have my brains so full of saps, mines, blinds, gabions, palisados, ravelins, half-moons, and such trumpery to be proprietor of Namur and of all the towns of Flanders with it.
I need not tell the listener that a man's hobby horse is as tender a part as he has about him. But my Uncle Toby was a man patient of injuries. Pray, sir, what said he? How did he behave? Oh, sir, it was great. He merely looked up at my father with a countenance spread over with so much good nature, so placid, so fraternal, that my father was touched to the heart.
Brother Toby, I beg thy pardon. Forgive, I pray thee, this rash humour which my mother gave me.
My dear brother, thou art heartily welcome to it, had it been 10 times as much, brother.
But it's ungenerous to hurt any man. A brother worse, but to hurt a brother of such gentle manners, so unprovoking and so unresenting, it's base. By heaven, it's cowardly.
You are heartily welcome, brother, had it been 50 times as much.
Besides, what have I to do, my dear Toby, either with your amusements or your pleasures, unless it was in my power, which is not, to increase their measure?
Brother Shandy, you are much mistaken on this point, for you do increase my pleasure very much in begetting children for the Shandy family at your time of life.
Oh, it's not worth talking of.
The time has now arrived when I must begin the story of my Uncle Toby's amours. For having given a picture of that bowling green wherein my Uncle Toby's campaigns were fought, I must acquaint you that it lay cheek by jowl with the garden of a house next door. And it was in that self-same house that the widow Wadman lived. Now, just as my Uncle Toby had set his heart upon the conquest of all Flanders, so had the widow Wadman set her heart upon the conquest of my Uncle Toby. Only occasion was wanting, and occasion came one day upon the conclusion of the peace and the signing of the Treaty of Utrecht. It was a sad day for my Uncle Toby when the terms of the Treaty of Utrecht were made public, and the whole fortifications and harbour of Dunkirk had to be demolished according to stipulation. For after then, what would be left round which a mettlesome hobby horse could lead in?
Shall I begin the demolitions by making a breach in the ramparts, Your Honour?
Nay, that will never do, Corporal. For in going that way to work in the town, the English garrison will not be safe in it for an hour. Because if the French were treacherous...
Oh, they are as treacherous as devils, and please, Your Honour.
It gives me concern always when I hear it, Trim, that they don't want personal bravery. But if a breach is made in the ramparts, they may enter it and make themselves masters of the place when they please.
Well, let them enter it, and please, Your Honour, if they dare.
In cases like this, Trim, it's no part of the consideration of the commandant what the enemy dare or what they dare not do. He must act with prudence. Now, we'll begin with the outworks, both towards the sea and the land, and particularly with Fort Louis, the most distant of them all, and we'll demolish it first. And then the rest, one by one, both on our right and as our left, as we retreat towards the town. Then we'll demolish the mole, next fill up the harbour, then retire into the citadel and blow it up in the air. And having done that, Corporal, we'll embark for England.
We're there already, Your Honour.
Very true, Trim. For yonder I see the spire of our village church.
Ever since Your Honour first read me the terms of the stipulation, I have never once whistled or sung, or laughed or cried, or talked of past done deeds, or told Your Honour one story, good or bad.
Thou hast many excellencies, Trim, and I hold it not the least of them, as thou happens to be a storyteller, that of the number thou hast told me, either to amuse me in my painful hours, or to divert me in my grave ones, thou hast seldom told me a bad one.
Because, and please Your Honour, except one of a king of Bohemia and his 7 castles, they're all true, for they're about myself.
I don't like the subject the worst, Trim, on that score. But prithee, what is this story? Thou hast excited my curiosity.
I'll tell it to Your Honour directly.
Provided, Trim, provided it's not a merry one. Not today.
Oh, it is not a merry one by any means, Your
No,
Honour.
but I have it altogether a grave one.
Well, it is neither the one nor the other, but will suit Your Honour exactly.
Then I'll thank thee for it with all my heart. So prithee, begin it, Trim.
The story of the King of Bohemia and his 7 castles. There was a certain king of Bohemia...
Oh, don't leave off thy cap, Trim. The sun's too hot upon thy head.
Oh, it was out of respect, Your Honour.
Oh, well, then put it on, Trim. I know thou hast an honest nature.
Oh, God bless thy honour. There was a certain king of Bohemia, but in whose reign, except his own, I'm not able to inform Your Honour.
I don't desire thee of it, Trim. By any means. I wouldn't give thee a halfpenny for it.
Well, only in it, please Your Honour, it makes a story look better in the face.
Well, then take any date out of the whole world thou choosest, Trim. Thou art heartily welcome.
Your Honour. Now, in the year of our Lord 1712, there was, and it please Your Honour...
Oh, nay, Trim. No, I'll tell thee truly. Any other date would have pleased me better on account of the sad stain upon our history that year in marching off our troops and refusing to cover the siege of Quesnoy. Oh. Therefore, I would advise thee that if ever thou tellest that story again...
If I live, and please Your Honour, but once to get through the story, I never will tell it again.
Oh, tut, Trim. Begin again.
Yeah, well, there was, and please Your Honour, a certain unfortunate king of Bohemia.
Was he unfortunate, then?
The king of Bohemia, and please Your Honour, was unfortunate in this, that being fond of navigation, and there happening throughout the whole of the kingdom of Bohemia to be no seaport town whatever...
But how the deuce should there be, Trim? For Bohemia being totally inland, it could have happened no otherwise.
Your Honour is in the right. Now, the king of Bohemia, with his queen and the courtiers, happening one fine summer's evening to walk out...
Aye, there's that word, happening. Oh, it's so right, Trim. For the king of Bohemia and his queen might have walked out, or they might have let it alone.
Good King William was of an opinion, and please Your Honour, that everything was predestined for us in this world, insomuch as he would often say to his soldiers that every bullet had its billet.
Oh, he was a great man, Trim.
And I believe to this day that the shot which wounded me in the knee at Landen did so for no other purpose than to take me out of King William's service and place me in your honours.
It shall never be construed otherwise, Trim.
What was the truth about the King of Bohemia and his 7 castles, we shall never know, because my Uncle Toby sent Trim upon an errand before he could ever explain the matter. But the corporal had had a larger audience for his tale than he supposed, for listening to him behind the hedge was the widow Wadman. And no sooner had Trim retired from the field than the widow Wadman advanced upon it. Nor was it Dunkirk against which her batteries were to be turned. The defences that she sought to demolish were my Uncle Toby's.
Oh, Captain Shandy, how fortunate to find you here.
Your servant, ma'am.
I'm half distracted, Captain Shandy. A mote or sand or something, I know not what, has got into this eye of mine. Do look into it. It is not in the white.
Why, ma'am, upon my honour, I...
Perhaps if I were to squeeze into the sentry box with you and sit down, you might be able more easily to see it.
But I protest, ma'am, I can see nothing whatever in your eye.
Nothing, Captain Shandy? Oh, but it is not in the white.
But, madam, I can see nothing there at all.
Nothing? Captain Shandy.
Now, of all the eyes that were ever created, there never was an eye among them all so fitted to rob my Uncle Toby of his repose as the very eye at which he was looking. 'Twas an eye full of gentle salutations and soft responses, speaking not like the trumpet, but whispering soft like the last low accent of an expiring saint. How can you live comfortless, Captain Shandy, and alone, without a bosom to lean your head on, or trust your cares unto? It was an eye that... but I shall be in love with it myself, if I say another word about it. It did my Uncle Toby's business.
In love? But your honour was very well the day before yesterday, when I was telling your honour the story of the King of Bohemia and his 7 castles.
The King of Bohemia? What became of that story, Trim?
We lost it, and please your honour. But your honour was as free from love then as I am.
It was just while I went off with the wheelbarrow, Trim.
But who, and please you, is your honour in love with?
With Mistress Wadman, Trim. She's left a bullet here in my breast.
Well, why, and please your honour, she can no more stand a siege than she can fly.
But as we are neighbours, Trim, the best way, I think, is to let her know of it civilly first.
Now, if I might presume to differ from your honour...
Why else should I talk to thee, Trim?
Then I would begin, and please your honour, with making a good thundering attack upon her in return, and telling her civilly afterwards. For if she knows anything of your honour's being in love beforehand...
Lord help her. She knows no more at present, Trim, than a child unborn.
Precious souls. The widow Wadman had told it with all its circumstances to Mistress Bridget 24 hours before. Bridget had told it over the garden wall to Susanna, who had in turn told it to my mother, who told my father, while Obadiah had spread the whole of it throughout the village. In fact, the last in the whole parish to know about it was my Uncle Toby himself. And so, in due time, the attack was launched. Corporal Trim had arrayed himself in his regimentals. A whiff of military pride had puffed out his shirt at the wrist, and from it, by a tassel, hung the corporal's stick. My Uncle Toby carried his cane like a pike.
Captain Shandy to see you, madam.
Why, Captain, what a surprise, I declare. Pray sit down.
Madam, I am in love. With you, madam.
Yes, Captain Shandy? The cares and disquietudes of the marriage state are very great.
I suppose so, madam. I suppose so.
And therefore, when a person is so much at ease as you are, Captain Shandy, so happy in yourself, your friends, and your amusements, I wonder what reasons can incline him to the state.
They are written in the common prayer book.
I often think of the pain that you must have suffered from your wound, Captain Shandy. 'Twas in the wars you received it, I believe.
Ah, at Namur, madam. 'Twas from a coping stone, broke off by a cannonball from the parapet of a hornwork before the gate of St. Nicholas.
A coping stone? Oh, it must have been very painful. And whereabouts exactly did you receive this sad blow, Captain Shandy?
You shall see the very place, madam.
Oh, Captain Shandy, but are you... do you...
I'll show you the very place, madam.
Oh...
Trim! Your Honor, Mistress Wadman desires to see the place where I received my wound. Bring me my map of Namur.
Dear, dear Uncle Toby, what was thy final understanding of the sex? What was the final outcome of thy passion? Whether thou fell'st a victim to the sweet, bright eyes of a woman who had withstood so staunchly the fury of foot, horse, and artillery, that is a story we shall never know. For it is just another story of the King of Bohemia and his 7 castles. One thing alone is certain, that thy benignant shade still haunts a bowling green in England, and that thy shade is accompanied, as was thy cheerful figure in life, by an ever-faithful, ever-loving Trim.
Listen again next week for another unforgettable story from our Springbok Library of the Air. We present great stories from around the globe by some of the world's favourite writers in Springbok Library of the Air.
Can I give you a lift? Thank you, yes. Well, get in. Show your case in the back. How far are you going? About 3 miles the other side of Bromley. Oh, that's fine. Perhaps you could drop me off at Bromley. Well, certainly. Thought I'd have to walk the whole distance. Not much traffic on this road, you know. I should be there in half an hour. Beautiful car, this. Nearly bought a second-hand sports model myself a year ago. By the time I made up my mind, it had been sold. Yes, they are nice, aren't they? You know, I remember many years ago when you really had to be somebody before you could get around to owning one. Now, however, almost anyone with a fair income can afford one. Well, let me introduce myself. I'm Dudley Goodman, Junior Director of Beasley's Planning and Engineering Corporation, and I'm on my way to what is probably the most important appointment of my career. How do you do? Jim Rowlands, Chartered Accountant. On holiday? No, I'm doing a job in Bromley. I was on my way there when my car broke down. It's a carburetor or something. Ah, yes, I saw a blue coupe on the side of the road about a mile or so back. Was it yours? Yes. I'm no mechanic, so I started walking. I was wondering how you managed to get to the place where I picked you up. It's all open country in these parts, not a village for miles around. Tell me, what time do you have to be in Bromley? Oh, it doesn't really matter. One of the local shops has asked me to go over their books for them. What I don't do today, I can do tomorrow. I see. Sort of your own boss. At times. A cigarette? Oh, thanks. There's a lighter over there. Oh, thanks. Beasley's Planning and Engineering Corporation. I've heard of them. They're quite big, aren't they? Yes, and we're still growing. Specializing in engines for local racing cars or something of the sort, if I'm not mistaken. Among other things, yes. Right now, though, we've got our teeth into something a little different. We've practically finished negotiating with someone who's designed a motor for a speedboat. We think it'll be one of the fastest of its kind in the country to date.
Isn't that rather a sweeping statement to make?
That's an accurate one, I can assure you. It's an import, and it'll be capable of doing well over 200 miles an hour.
Should you be telling me all this?
Why not? By tomorrow it'll be common knowledge anyway, and our opposition will be tearing its hair out.
Which means you won't be very popular.
We never have been anyway. Fiddlers have always had their claws into us. It seems we're just one jump ahead of them each time.
Are you constructing the boat itself?
Yes. Lawrence Potter, an ex-army major, designed it, as well as the motor, and he's given us the job of building both. The blueprints we've sent back to him for one or two slight alterations, and, well, I'm on my way to collect them right now.
So you should be starting work on it pretty soon?
By the end of the week at the latest.
You know, Mr. Goodwin, I don't know much about these things, engines and boats and what have you. As I told you, I'm no mechanic. But
go on, Mr. Rollins.
But I've a feeling that the information you just divulged should not have been disclosed to anybody, at least until after tomorrow, when apparently the news will be released officially.
Oh, you must excuse me if I've run on a bit, but, well, you see, so far Mr. Beasley has conducted the entire operation himself, but now it's going to be put into my hands.
That's quite a responsibility, and naturally you're excited.
Yes, I am.
Yes, of course you are.
Tea, Dad?
Oh, yes, thank you.
You've been at it for hours, you know.
I've almost finished, Susan.
Well, I think it's time Major Potter downed tools and took a breather while he has his tea. I didn't realize you could have a nervous breakdown going on as you are.
Well, I've no option. Beasley's sending over a chap this morning to collect these papers. He should be here shortly, and they're not quite ready.
Who is he? What is he?
A fellow by the name of Goodwin. He's one of the directors.
The fuss everyone's been making about this boat of yours. You'd think they would send an armored division.
Well, now then, Susan.
Here's some tea. Sit back and drink it before you start anything else.
Thank you. You don't seem to realize, Susan, that the boat you're talking about could revolutionize water racing throughout the country. Why, once marketed, even foreign concerns could be interested in its values.
Oh, I suppose so. Well, it's just that we've had it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner each day for so long.
Well, it's nearly over. And don't forget, when it is...
We'll be rich.
Well, I don't know about being rich exactly, but we should at least be quite well off.
Will we go away, then, for a holiday somewhere?
You will.
What about you? You're the one who's been doing all the work.
I know, but I'll be quite content to sit around here and take it easy for a while.
It's your leg, isn't it?
Oh, no, of course it isn't.
Yes, it is. Ever since your accident, you haven't wanted to go anywhere. Well, even when you weren't fiddling around with some new idea you'd thought up, you never left the house unless it was essential.
Oh, now, Susan, surely you'd have a far happier time on your own than if you had to play nursemaid to a doddering old man like me.
Oh, you're not doddering, and you're not old. Besides, that's not the point. It's you who needs the holiday, not me.
Well, let's drop it for now, I'm tired and I want
I'm sorry, Dad. I didn't mean to upset you.
That's probably Mr. Goodwin now, you see. He's arrived and I'm not ready.
I'll let him in. I'm sure he won't mind waiting.
I'll just have a word with him, and then you can give him tea and entertain him for a few minutes.
Good morning. I'm Dudley Goodwin. I believe Major Potter is expecting.
Dad shouldn't be long now. Will you have another cup of tea?
No, thank you, Miss Potter. Directly your father hands me the documents, I must be on my way.
So soon? Beasley's keep you so busy?
Yes, very busy.
Been with them long?
10 years.
That's a long time. They must be a good firm to work for, judging by that expensive sports car.
Yes, I was fortunate enough to get it for a little less than the normal price.
You must have an important position there. Have you?
I'm a director. I'm sorry, I've changed my mind. I think I'll have another cup after all.
Your work must involve...
I think your father's a very brilliant man.
You do, Mr...
Goodwin.
Of course, Mr. Goodwin. Yes, he's very brilliant, as you put it. But at the moment he needs only one thing. A long, well-deserved rest.
Oh, won't he be taking one now that this is all over?
We were in the process of discussing the matter just before you arrived. He's not over-eager about the idea, I'm afraid.
What's to stop him? Thought it would do him good.
My father was involved in an accident 2 years ago, and it's left him partly crippled in one leg.
I I see. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Didn't you?
No. Well, I noticed he walked with a slight limp, but I didn't realize it was the result of an accident. Was it very bad?
It was quite serious.
I think it's terrible how these things happen.
Who are you?
What?
I said, who are you?
Why, Dudley Goodwin, of course.
Before you go any further, I think I should tell you that a week ago I visited Beasley's when my father asked me to take a letter to Mr. Beasley himself.
Go on.
On the wall in his office, I noticed a photograph of the board of directors.
And
I don't remember your face being among any of those distinguished-looking gentlemen present.
Probably an old photograph.
I doubt it.
But why would I or anyone else want to go to the trouble of impersonating Dudley Goodwin? Assuming, of course, I'm not Goodwin.
That's a question only you can answer.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
Of course I could have been mistaken.
I'm glad you admit it.
But then, in addition to the photograph in Mr. Beasley's office, there is the fact that you weren't aware of my father's handicap. Everybody at Beasley's, whether they'd met him personally or not, knew about the accident.
You're making a grave mistake, Miss
Please. Who are you?
I'm Dudley Goodwin on the board of directors of Beasley's, and I'm here to collect certain documents from Major Potter. Now, does that satisfy you?
No.
Then how is it that your father failed to observe that my face doesn't appear in the photograph?
Strange as it may seem, my father has never been inside Mr. Beasley's office. Because of his inability to get about easily, whenever a meeting or discussion took place, Mr. Beasley made a point of coming here.
I see.
And that's another small detail you should have known about.
Miss Potter, you put me in a very awkward position. I must have those papers.
I can tell you one thing, Mr. Whoever you are, and it's this. I'll make sure you won't leave here with those documents or anything else, and that's fine.
Now, see here, I think you're being utterly unreasonable.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Oh, no, it's nothing.
Good. We have another visitor.
Who is it?
George Hicks. He came through the garden. Come inside, George. It's drafty with all those windows open.
Very good, sir. Morning, Miss Susan.
Morning, George. How are you?
Oh, quite well, thank you, miss. Slight cold coming, that's all. Otherwise, fine.
Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me. This is Mr. Goodwin. Mr. Goodwin, Constable Hicks. George, as you can see by his uniform, represents our local constabulary.
How do you do?
How do you do, sir? Major, I'd like to notify the station and get an ambulance up this way as soon as possible. I wonder if I could use your phone.
Yes, of course. Although George is a friend of ours, Mr. Goodwin, he's here now in an official capacity.
Why, what's the matter?
A man was found about half a mile from here, lying on the side of the road.
What's wrong with him?
Well, George thinks it must have been a hit-and-run driver. Says his trouser legs were badly torn, as though they'd been caught on the bumper of a car.
He was wearing a smart, light brown suit. Tweed it was. I was wondering if the Major or yourself had seen a car going past here recently, probably travelling at high speed.
No, I'm sorry, I haven't.
Well, I was hoping you had. You might have remembered the make. You don't get much traffic around this road, do you? What about you, sir?
I'm sorry, I can't help you. I've been with Miss Potter in this room since I arrived.
Is that your car outside?
Yes.
Well, perhaps when this man regains consciousness, he'll be able to tell you everything you want to know.
Oh, I doubt it. He was already dead when I got there.
Now then.
Yes, Miss Potter?
Now that Constable Hicks has gone and my father's collecting the documents, perhaps you'll kindly tell me who you are.
Your father heard us quarrelling when he walked into the room. If you're so sure that I'm not Dudley Goodwin, why didn't you say so then? Because, Miss Potter, in your own mind, you're not really sure, are you? And you didn't want to risk making a complete fool of yourself in case you were wrong. If this had been a court of law, I hardly think that your argument regarding the photograph would have held water. Neither do I believe the fact that I wasn't aware of your father's accident would have any real bearing on the matter whatsoever.
Can you prove that you're Dudley Goodwin of Beasley's Planning and Engineering Corporation?
Here. Perhaps these will convince you.
What are they?
2 letters I received only this morning. And as you can see, they're addressed to me, Dudley Goodwin, at Beasley's. Now, do you believe me?
I don't know what to think.
Well, don't. Just forget the whole thing.
But what about that man? The one who's been knocked down by a car and killed.
What about him?
I wish I knew what he looked like.
You mean you think his face might appear on the photograph in Mr. Beasley's office? That's what you're thinking, isn't it?
Did you see him?
No. Should I have done?
You came that way. He could already have been there when you passed.
I didn't see anyone.
Of course, there could be another explanation altogether.
Such as?
That the person knocked down by the car was Dudley Goodwin.
And that I'm the one who did it in order to take his place and come here and collect your father's documents. Is that it?
Well, I don't know what...
You know you're determined to make me someone else, aren't you?
You must admit that the whole thing looks rather suspicious.
Shh. I think your father's coming back.
What's wrong? Guilty conscience?
Of course not. I just don't want him to catch us arguing again, that's all. It doesn't look good.
Well, here we are, finished at last. Sorry to have kept you waiting like this, but you know how these last-minute details crop up.
Of course, sir. Don't worry about it.
Here's the envelope. Everything's inside.
Thank you.
I must say, I think it's a good idea, Beasley sending someone like yourself to collect this stuff. It's much safer than pushing it through the post.
Yes, and quicker, too.
Dad, I think there's something you ought to know.
Susan, how about getting a drink for Mr. Goodwin and myself?
Oh, it's a little early in the day for me.
I know, but now that I've finished everything, I feel like relaxing for a few minutes. You will join me, won't you?
Oh, well,
good. Scotch and soda for me, Susan. And Mr. Goodwin will have...
I'll have the same, thanks.
Very well, Father.
That's the ticket. You know, you only notice the tension once it's all over. Perhaps it's a good thing.
I won't be able to stay long, I'm afraid. I've got quite a bit of work waiting for me back at the office.
I understand. Thank you, Susan.
Thank you, Miss Potter.
Dad, I must speak to you.
Will you be starting on anything else, Major? Perhaps something a little larger. A fast passenger launch, for example.
Oh, well, now, I do have something in mind, but for the time being, I'd rather keep it to myself. It's not hush-hush or anything, but I want to mill it over before talking about it.
Well, I wish you luck, whatever it is.
Dad, please.
Thank you. Now, Susan, what is it? I'm sorry, you've been trying to say something.
It's about Mr. Goodwin.
Mr. Goodwin? What about Mr. Goodwin?
Major, I
Dad, you must listen to me.
Go on, I'm listening.
I've got something to tell you. The gentleman here is...
Now, who can that be? Answer it, Susan. There's a good girl. You can get there quicker than I can.
All right.
Hello, Miss Susan. Can I come in for a moment?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. Sorry to disturb you again so soon, Major.
Oh, that's all right, George. What can I do for you?
Well, nothing really. I thought you'd just like to know we caught the hit-and-run driver.
You what?
Yeah, well, to tell you the truth, we didn't actually catch him.
What then?
Well, he gave himself up. Appears he lost his nerve, panicked and made a run for it. Then he had second thoughts on the matter, and after calming down, decided it would be best to come forward of his own accord, rather than risk being caught. Probably his conscience pricked him, too.
Will he be convicted?
Well, I can't say. Claims the man ran across in front of the car, and before he had a chance to swerve, he'd gone right into him.
Must have been travelling at quite a speed.
Yeah, probably. I guess the law will have to decide that.
There's no mistake, I suppose.
No, Miss Susan. Should there be?
No, of course not. There couldn't be.
Well, I'll be on my way. Thought you'd like to know what happened.
Do they know the identity of the man who was killed?
No, not yet. No papers were found on him. Haven't seen him before either. He's probably a stranger in these parts. Now, if you'll excuse me, sir. Goodbye, Miss Susan.
Goodbye, George.
Goodbye, George.
I think I must be getting along, too.
Already? Oh, you've only just finished your drink.
I know, but I must be going, really. I don't want Findlays to say we're falling down on the job and give them an excuse to climb in ahead of us after all.
Findlays?
Yes, Findlays.
What do you know about them?
Only that they're our opposition, and not a very pleasant one at that. Major Potter, thank you for everything.
Well, Mr. Goodwin, if you must go, I suppose I can't very well stop you. Thank you for calling. I trust you'll come again.
I don't think so, sir. I believe it'll be Mr. Beasley himself who'll be contacting you in the future, just as he's always done in the past.
Oh, pity. It's been nice meeting you. Goodbye, then.
Goodbye. And to you, Miss Potter.
I'll walk to the gate with Mr. Goodwin, Dad. I won't be long. Well, Mr. Goodwin.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
And what's that?
That my name is not Dudley Goodwin, but George Hicks, the local constabule.
Oh, I'm sorry. As soon as George said the hit-and-run driver had turned himself in, I knew I must have been mistaken.
But only about the accident. What about me not being Dudley Goodwin?
You mentioned Findlays a moment ago. Only a Beasley man could have known that they were also interested in what Dad's been doing all this time. It wasn't common knowledge.
I could be a spy for Findlays.
In that case, where's Mr. Goodwin? He should have been here the same time as you were.
At last you're on my side. I think it's time I took my leave before you change your mind again.
I'm sorry. Really, I am.
For everything?
For everything. Forgive me?
Yes, of course.
If you come past this way again, please drop in. I promise to know who you are the next time.
If I do, I'll bring my birth certificate.
That won't be necessary. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Close. A little too close for comfort. Almost didn't get away with it. But what happens now?
George thinks it must have been a hit-and-run driver. Says his trouser legs were badly torn, as though they'd been caught on the bumper of a car.
He was wearing a smart light brown suit. Tweed it was. A smart light brown suit. Tweed it was. Tweed it was.
I've lost it. I'll soon find out this is his car. And then what? I must get rid of it as soon as possible. As for these papers... Hello? What the... Good heavens, it can't be.
I don't believe it. Goodwin, what are you doing here?
Where the blazes have you been? You should have been back ages ago.
You're supposed to be dead.
Dead? What do you mean?
There was a hit-and-run victim, wearing a suit just like yours.
Oh, that. Yes, poor devil, I know. I was the one who found him. Unfortunately, a policeman came along just after I arrived on the spot and was able to take over from me. Otherwise, I would have been landed with phoning for an ambulance and so forth. But why?
I thought it was you, Mr. Goodwin. So did someone else.
Who was that?
The Major's daughter, Susan. I had a hard time convincing her I was you. If you hadn't told me about Findley's, I might never have got away with it.
But have you got the documents?
Yes. And the 2 letters you lent me in case I needed some form of identification.
Oh, good. Very good. And here's your £50. By tomorrow, it'll be quite safe for me to come out into the open. The papers will be signed in the morning. But you look exhausted. Tell me what happened back there.
I'll tell you everything, but first, do you mind explaining why you chose me, a perfect stranger, to take your place?
Well, I suppose it can't do any harm now, anyway. You look as though you earned some sort of explanation.
Thank you. That's putting it mildly.
Well, as you probably saw for yourself, Major Potter suffers from a leg injury.
Yes, he was involved in some kind of accident, I believe.
And so was I. The same one.
I don't understand.
No, of course you don't, so I'll tell you. Briefly, it's this. A friend drove me home one night from a somewhat boisterous party. If I'd known Vernon, that was his name, was as drunk as he was, I would never have allowed him to drive. I wasn't quite in the same state as he was.
Was he the cause of the accident?
Yes. He knocked the Major down and panicked and wanted to make a run for it, which he did, but not before I'd got half out of the car to see if there was anything I could do. Then he drove off, dragging me back into the car again.
He never owned up?
No.
And you, a responsible man, remained silent?
Well, I had to. You see, Vernon saved my life once. I vowed then that I would do anything to help him should the occasion arise, and well, as the Major wasn't killed, well, I felt this was the opportunity. It was similar to today's accident, except for one small detail.
Oh?
And when I was almost out of the car, Major Potter got a good look at my face.
And you think if you'd gone there this morning, he would have recognized you?
Well, there's little doubt about it. If this had happened, it might have resulted in Beasley's losing the contract to Findley's.
Oh, why couldn't you have got someone from Beasley's to take your place?
I think I mentioned before, this business has been put entirely into my hands. I didn't want to lose it. If I'd asked anyone else at Beasley's to pick up these documents, even without explaining the reason, it would have looked pretty bad, as well as giving that person a chance to take over the whole project right through to the finish.
And if you had told them the reason, it could have meant your job at Beasley's.
I see you've got the picture.
Do me a favor.
Certainly, if I can.
If you ever run into me again needing a lift, just look the other way and drive straight past. I won't be hurt, I promise.
All right, we'll see. Now then, move over. And while I drive you into Bromley, you can tell me the whole story of the famous impersonation of Dudley Goodwin.
Listen again next week for another unforgettable story from our Springbok Library of the Air. We present great stories from around the globe by some of the world's favourite writers in Springbok Library of the Air.
Henry James, 4 Meetings. I saw her but 4 times, though I remember them vividly. She made her impression on me. I thought her very pretty and very interesting. The first time I saw her was in the country, at a small tea party, one snowy night some years ago. It was at Christmas, in New England, and the drifts outside were knee-high. I wondered how the ladies had made their way to the house. But I inferred just those general rigors rendered any assembly offering the attraction of 2 gentlemen from New York worth a desperate effort.
Ah, now, Henry, don't you want to show the photograph albums to some of the young ladies?
Well, if you think...
I'm sure they're all just dying to have you tell them about your travels in Europe.
I should like to show them to that young lady.
Sitting by herself over there? Oh, yes, she's just the person. She doesn't care for flirting. She'll be delighted.
But if you are sure that...
Carolyn, this is Mr. Henry James, from New York, you know. He's going to show you the photograph of my son Ogden's tour of Europe. Miss Carolyn Spencer.
How do you do?
How do you do?
I do hope I shan't be boring you, Miss Spencer, but Mrs. Latouche was quite insistent.
Oh, no, I'd love to see them. Pictures of Europe.
Yes, Ogden took them while we were over there.
Oh.
Of course, I may not know all of them, but, yes. Now, this is Geneva.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Have you ever been to Europe?
Oh, no.
Oh, well, this will be, yes, Lucerne. That's higher up the lake. I spent quite a pleasant month there.
Oh.
And, yes, the castle of Chillon. That's on Lake Geneva, too. Now, isn't it beautiful? The pointed towers and the way it rises straight out of the water. The perfect reflection.
Oh, it's enchanting. Isn't that where Bonaparte was imprisoned, in Byron's poem?
Yes, indeed. Chillon. Thy prison is a holy place, and thy dear stones, and so on. But you must know it.
Chillon, thy prison is a holy place, and thy sad floor an altar. For 'twas trod until his very steps have left a trace worn as if thy cold pavement were a sod by Bonaparte. May none those marks efface, for they appeal from tyranny to God.
Yes, well, of course, I see you're perfectly equipped for visiting Switzerland and Italy. But if you want to recognize Byron's descriptions, you must go abroad speedily. Europe's getting sadly de-Byronized.
How soon must I go?
Oh, I'll give you 10 years.
Well, I guess I can go in that time.
Well, then you'll enjoy it immensely. You'll find it of the highest interest. Yes, now look here, Venice. Now, that's quite the most beautiful place on earth.
Really?
I have the very fondest memories of Venice. This is the Grand Canal, of course.
Have you been very long over there?
Well, it mounts up, putting all the times together.
And have you traveled everywhere?
Well, I've traveled a good deal. I'm very fond of it, and happily I've been able.
But it's all very expensive, isn't it?
Europe, you mean?
Going there and traveling. That has been the trouble. I've very little money. I teach, you know.
Oh, of course, one must have money, but one can manage with a moderate amount, judiciously spent.
I think I could manage. I've saved up, and I'm always adding a little to it. It's all for that. You see, it hasn't been only the money. It's been everything. Everything has acted against it. I've waited and waited. It's been my castle in the air. I'm almost afraid to talk about it. 2 or 3 times it's come a little nearer, and then I've talked about it and it's melted away. I've talked about it too much. There's a lady who's a great friend of mine. She told me the other day she guessed I'd just go crazy if I didn't sail, and yet certainly I'd go crazy if I did.
Well, you haven't sailed up to now, so I suppose you are crazy.
Well, I guess I must be. It seems as if I can't think of anything else, and I don't require photographs to work me up. I'm always right on it. It kills any interest in things nearer home, you know, things I ought to attend to. So that's the kind of craziness.
Well, then, the cure for it's just to go. Of course, you may have the other kind, worse. The kind you get over there.
Well, I've a faith that I'll go sometime, all right. I've a relative right there on the spot, and I guess he'll know how to control me.
Well, I hope you won't find Europe disappointing.
Oh, no, sir. I know more about it than you might think. I mean, by reading, for I've read really considerable. In fact, I guess I've prepared my mind about as much as you can in advance. I've not only read Byron, I've read histories and guidebooks and articles and lots of things. I know I shall rave about everything.
Everything's saying much. I understand your case. You've a great American disease, and you've got it bad. The appetite, morbid and monstrous for color and form, for the picturesque and the romantic at any price. I don't know whether we come into the world with it, with the germs implanted and antecedent to experience. Rather, perhaps we catch it early, almost before developed consciousness. We feel, as we look about, that we're going to save our souls, or at least our senses, to be thrown back on it hard. We're like travelers in the desert, deprived of water and subject to the terrible mirage, the torment of illusion, of the thirst fever.
The way you express it's too lovely. And I'm sure it will be just like that. I've dreamt of everything. I'll know it all.
A few months after this, I crossed to Europe again, where I spent the next 3 years. I've been living in Paris, and towards the end of October went over to Le Havre to meet my sister and her husband, who just arrived there from New York. My sister had gone to bed, exhausted and disabled by the voyage, and I was strolling through the streets with my brother-in-law when he paused before a little outdoor cafe.
The little lady of the steamer.
Was she on your steamer?
From morning till night. She was never sick. She used to sit perpetually on the side of the vessel with her hands crossed that way, looking at the eastward horizon.
Huh. Are you going to speak to her?
Oh, I don't know her. I never made her acquaintance, but I used to watch her. She's a dear little Yankee woman. I've an idea she's a schoolmistress taking a holiday.
My dear fellow, I know her. Once I showed her photographs at a tea party in New England. Come and meet her. Well, Miss Spencer, I hope you're not disappointed.
Oh, of course. It was you that showed me the photograph at North Verona.
Yes, it was I. Well, this happens very charmingly, for isn't it quite proper for me to give you the formal reception here, the official welcome? I've talked to you so much about Europe.
You didn't say too much. Oh, I'm so intensely happy.
After I'd introduced him, my brother-in-law made his excuses and returned to his hotel, while I sat down with her to inquire what her plans might be. She certainly looked very happy. There was no sign of her being older. She was as gravely, decently, demurely pretty as before. If she had struck me then as a thin-stemmed, mild-hued flower of Puritanism, she was in no way less appealing.
I can't tell you. I feel so much in a dream. I've been sitting here an hour and I don't want to move. Everything's so delicious and romantic.
But how come you to be encamped in this odd place? Haven't you gone to one of the inns?
My cousin brought me here and a little while ago left me. You know I told you I had a cousin over here. Well, he met me here this morning. Came all the way from Paris.
It was hardly worth his while if he was going to desert you immediately.
Oh, he's only left me for half an hour. He's gone to get my money.
Where is your money?
In my cousin's pocket by now.
Oh. Is he going to travel with you?
Only as far as Paris. He's an art student. I've always thought that so splendid. I wrote to him that I was coming, but I never expected him to come and meet my ship.
And he's gone to the bankers.
Yes, he took me to a hotel. So sweet. And after a while, he came out for a walk to the bankers, for I hadn't any French money. He left me here and went on by himself.
And what are you going to do when he comes back?
We don't quite know.
When you go to Paris. Now, if you go by the 4 o'clock train, I might have the pleasure
I don't think we shall do that. My cousin thinks I'd better stay here for a few days.
But here, in the Havre, whatever for?
Well, my cousin told me that when he returned, he should have something particular to say to me, and that we could do nothing or decide nothing till I've heard about it. But I'll make him tell me right off and then take me round the town.
Don't tell me the wretched man's going to give you bad news.
Well, I guess it's a little bad, but I don't believe it's very bad. At any rate, I must listen to it.
Now, look here, you didn't come to Europe to listen. You came to see. What about all those beautiful places we were talking about? Geneva, the castles of Chillon, Milan, Venice, Florence, Rome.
Oh, yes, I plan to see all those. From Paris, I'm going to Dijon and to Avignon, and from Avignon to Marseilles and the Conice Road. Then to Genoa, to Spezia, Pisa, Florence, Rome, and back by way of the Swiss Alps. Oh, here's my cousin. Do let me introduce you. As I said, he's an art student.
Somehow I didn't take to the fellow from the moment I saw him. He had a slouch hat and a rusty black velvet jacket, such as I'd often encountered in the Rue Bonaparte. His shirt collar displayed a stretch of throat that was hardly Byronic. When we were introduced, he looked at me hard with a pair of small, sharp eyes. And then he gave me a solemn wave in the European fashion, with rather dusty sombrero.
You weren't on the ship?
No, I wasn't on the ship. No, I've been in Europe for the last 2 years. Miss Spencer and I first met at North Verona back in the States. I saw her sitting here as I passed.
Oh, yeah. That's a very nice bit, I think. Nice bit of color, composes well. Fine old tone. Make a nice thing of it.
What do you mean, the red cloth hanging out of the window? Oh, yes, of course. Your cousin was telling me that you're studying art. I suppose you're at the studio of one of those great men.
Manet. Do you understand French?
Some kind.
Je suis fou de la peinture.
Oh, I understand that kind.
Oh, it must be wonderful speaking French like that.
By the way, where are you staying in Paris?
Do you know the Hotel des Princes?
I know where it is.
Well, that's the shop.
I congratulate you. I believe it's the finest inn in the world. But in case I should still have a moment to call on you here, where are you lodged?
Oh, it's such a pretty name, à la Belle Normande. And it's such a queer, quaint, cunning little place with a court in the middle and a gallery all round, and a lovely landlady in such a beautifully fluted cap and such a perfectly fitting dress. I'm simply thrilled.
Sounds utterly charming.
I guess I know my way around.
Oh, obviously. Well, if I don't go on to Paris this afternoon, it depends on how my sister's feeling. I'll come and call on you tomorrow, I hope.
Oh, please do. Goodbye.
Au revoir, mademoiselle. À bientôt. As I left them, her kinsman gave me another great flourish with his swaggering head cover. It was like the wave of a banner over a conquered field. I wish that I hadn't found his eyes so shifty. My sister wasn't well enough to catch the afternoon train to Paris, so that I'd time to call at the auberge of La Belle Normande. It proved to be a hostelry in a shady side street where Miss Spencer must have encountered local color in abundance. I found her on a green bench outside an open door labeled Salle à Manger. And no sooner had I looked at her than I was sure something had happened since our morning meeting. She sat there, her hands clasped in her lap, staring absently, thoughtfully across the courtyard. And on a nearer view, I was sure that she had been crying. Your cousin's been giving you bad news. You've had a horrid time.
My poor cousin's been having one. He's had great worries. His news was bad. He was in dreadful want of money.
In want of yours, you mean?
He's just badly in debt.
No doubt he is. But what's the special propriety of your, in such tearing haste, getting him out of it?
Oh, he's been foolish, of course, I know that. He told me everything. We had a long talk this morning. The poor fellow threw himself on my charity. But it's not only himself, it's his poor young wife.
He has a poor young wife.
I didn't know, but he made a clean breast of it. He married 2 years ago, secretly. She was a countess.
A countess? Are you sure of that?
Oh, she's written me a most beautiful letter. She's been cruelly treated by her family for having married him. Oh, it's such a wonderful old-world romance. She's told me all about it in a letter that he brought me. She was a beautiful young widow. Her first husband was a count, tremendously high-born, but really most wicked, with whom she hadn't been happy, and whose death left her ruined after he deceived her in all sorts of ways. My poor cousin met her and took pity on her. But when they decided to get married, her aunt, the old marquise, utterly cast her off and wouldn't so much as speak to her in her dreadful haughtiness and pride. They can be haughty over here, there's no mistake about that. And her family are of the oldest Provençal noblesse. Oh, here's my cousin now.
Oh, hello. Nice old court, this. Nice, mellow old place. Yeah, nice crooked old staircase. I must paint it sometime. Oh, you going?
Next morning, when I inquired for her at the auberge, she had already left for America. The poor girl had been some 13 hours in Europe. For the next 5 years, I stayed in Europe, traveling. At last, the death of my friend Latouche found me back in America once more. One of the first things I did on my return was to go up to New England again, to North Verona, on a consolatory visit to his poor mother. When at last I had taken my leave of her, I remembered the little schoolmistress who lived in the town, and whom I had last seen at the Belle Normande in Le Havre. I found her house without difficulty. As I hesitated at the open door, she came out into the sunlight, looking at least 10 years older than when I'd seen her last. I followed her into the house. She led the way to a small back room on the left of a narrow hall, which I suppose must have been her parlor. On the way, we passed the closed door of another apartment, which apparently overlooked the garden. I could hear a woman talking as I passed into the room to which Miss Spencer led me. As she sat down on the edge of a threadbare sofa, I noticed that she was deeply agitated.
You must excuse me. It's because you remind me of...
I remind you of that miserable day at Le Havre.
It wasn't miserable. It was delightful.
I was shocked to hear next day that you'd already left. Did you come straight back here?
I was back here just 30 days after my first start.
And you've remained here ever since?
Every minute of the time.
Then when are you going to make the tour?
Never.
I hope at least your cousin repaid you that money.
I don't care for it now.
You don't care for your money?
Forever going to Europe.
Do you mean you wouldn't go back if you could?
I can't. I can't. It's all over. Everything's different. I never think of it.
The scoundrel never repaid you then?
Please, please.
Pardon, ma chère. I did not know you had company. The gentleman came in so quietly. Pardonnez-moi.
My friend's guest was a very large lady of middle age with a plump, dead white face and hair drawn back à la chinoise. She had a small, penetrating eye and wore an old pink dressing gown covered with white embroidery, which she clutched across her ample bosom with a plump and deeply dimpled hand.
It is only to speak about my cafe. I should like it served in the garden under the little tree.
I'll bring it out to you.
C'est bien. Find your book, Elmer.
My grammar, you mean? I don't know where I left it.
Never mind. Today we will just talk. We will make some conversation, huh? We must not interrupt Mademoiselle. My cafe, huh? Under the little tree. Monsieur.
Who in the world was that?
The Comtesse. My cousine, as they call it in French.
And who's the young man with her?
The Comtesse's pupil, Mr. Mixter. She gives lessons in French and music. She's had the worst reverses with no one to look to. She's prepared for any exertion, and she takes her misfortunes with gaiety. I must go and get the coffee.
Has the lady many pupils?
She has only Mr. Mixter. She gives him all her time, and he pays her very well. You'll have to excuse me a moment. The coffee...
Left alone in the little parlor, I found myself divided between the perfection of my disgust and the contrary wish to see and learn more. At the end of a few minutes, the young man in attendance on the lady reappeared, as for a fresh gape at me. He told me that the Comtesse desired my attendance in the garden. The Comtesse. Coarse, common, affected, dishonest. She was no more a Comtesse than I was a caliph.
I am sure you speak French, monsieur.
I do, madame. Tant bien qui mal.
Ah, voilà. I knew it as soon as I looked at you. You have been in my poor dear country?
A considerable time.
Ah, you love it then, huh? Mon pays de France.
Oh, it's an old affection.
And you know Paris well? Talk to me of Paris. Mon beau Paris, that I'd give my eyes to see. The very name of it me fait languir. Oh, how long since you were there?
A couple of months ago.
Ah, vous avez de la chance. Tell me something about it. What were they doing?
Well, they were doing what they've always been doing, amusing themselves a good deal.
Ah, at the théâtre, hein? At the café-concert, sous le beau ciel, at the little table before the doors. Ah, quelle existence! You know I am a Parisienne, monsieur, to my fingertips.
Miss Spencer was mistaken, then, in telling me you were a provincial.
I am a Provençal by birth, but a Parisian by inclination, and by the saddest events in my life, as well as by some of the happiest, hélas.
Mm-hmm. In other words, a varied experience.
Oh, experience. I could talk of that, no doubt, if I wished. On a de toutes les sortes. And I never dreamed that mine, for example, would ever have this in store for me.
You mean you're in exile?
Ah, you may imagine what it is. These 2 years of my épreuve, elles m'en ont donné des heures. Des heures. One gets used to things, so that I sometimes think I have got used to this. But there are some things that are always beginning again. For example, my cafe. Elmer, see what has happened to my cafe.
Sure.
He adores me, you know. He dreams of becoming more amoureux. Yes, il me fait une cour acharnée, such as you see him. That is what we have come to. He has read some French novel. It took him 6 months. But ever since, he has thought himself a hero. And me, such as I am, monsieur, je ne sais quel dévergondé. Ah, here is my cafe. At last.
Our hostess was approaching with a coffee pot and 3 cups on a neat little tray. I took from her eyes, as she approached us, a brief but intense appeal. The mute expression, as I felt, conveyed in the hardest little look she had yet addressed me, of her longing to know what, as a man of the world in general, and of the French world in particular, I thought of those allied forces now so encamped on the stricken field of her life. I could only act, however, as they sat in North Verona, quite impenetrably. Only make no answering sign. I couldn't intimate, much less could I frankly utter, my inward sense of the Comtesse's probable past. I couldn't give my friend a hint of how I saw her, interesting pensioner, whether as the runaway wife of a too jealous hairdresser, or of a too morose pastry cook, say, or of some character of the nomadic sort, less edifying still. I couldn't let in, by the jog of a shutter, as it were, a hard, informing ray, and then, washing my hands of the business, turn my back forever.
But, chère Belle, the cafe, yes. But you've gone and forgotten my fin.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Comtesse tells me that almost everyone drinks brandy with their coffee in France.
Oh, yes, almost everyone. But you must excuse me, I'm already late for my lunch.
But must you go, Mr. James, so soon?
I'm afraid so. Au revoir, mademoiselle. Madame la Comtesse. Monsieur. Au revoir. Yes, I saw her but 4 times, although I remember them very vividly, for she made her impression on me. I was sorry when I heard of her death, and yet, when I think of it, why should I be? As she had once foretold, she had lived to see something of our dear old Europe before the end.
Listen again next week for another unforgettable story from our Springbok Library of the Air. We present great stories from around the globe by some of the world's favourite writers in Springbok Library of the Air.
Well, me bold bad lad, what's on your mind?
Nothing.
Like that, is it, eh? Loss of memory, eh? The sergeant told me at the desk.
I was wondering. I stepped out of nothing into the police station.
Can't remember a thing, eh? They tell me you've not been arrested, only kept here, pending inquiries.
What's your name?
Percy Arbuckle, the power of the mind and the mental master. Thought reading act, see? The best. Good. Cracking. A whizzer. I'm looking for a stooge.
Stooge?
Yes, to learn the code, see? Somebody not known around town. Like a job?
I don't know that I could learn a code.
Of course you could. Easy. A knockover. Whiz-bang and you're a mental expert. A piece of cake. A sit-up.
They mightn't let me out of here.
Nothing to it. Easy as pie. I'm your Uncle Percy, see? You've suddenly remembered me. I've been looking for you. That's what I told the sergeant. Soon get you out of here, my boy. Sergeant! Sergeant!
In another city, 20 miles away. Another sort of hammering on a different door.
All right, break it down.
Here we go.
Sacre nom. Get an ambulance. Call the hospital. No, wait. Call the morgue. Must have been killed with that poker, I imagine. Get the fingerprint, boys. There are whole handprints on the wall. Right, Inspector. There's prints on the walls. Better bring your dusting powder.
There you are, Emmanuel, me boy. Comfy, eh? At ease? Relaxed? That's me boy.
I'll never be able to do it, Mr. Arbuckle. I don't seem able to remember anything.
Course you will. There's nothing to it. Dead easy. See, you're sitting on the stage and I go down into the audience. All you've got to do is think, concentrate, be alert. and look as if you're in a trance, right?
I suppose so.
Now then, I take something from the audience. I say to you, now. Now, if I don't pause, you know it's something soft. If I pause for 1 second, it's something hard. So I say, now. What have I got here? So you know...
It's something hard.
Good, excellent. Top hill. Couldn't be better.
I can't think. I don't want to think. It gives me a headache.
Of course, if you want to go back to jail...
No. No, go ahead.
Now, once we've got it something soft, it's the emphasis I put on the word. If I say now, loudly, you know it's square. If I say it softly, it's round or oblong. Right. Now, let's have a crack at it.
Inspector Specklord?
It's Rogal here, Inspector. I'm sorry, but the prints from the walls don't match anybody's.
No known criminal, eh? Well, we'll just have to work the harder. There's one thing, if it isn't a hardened criminal, then we'll have his conscience working on our side a bit. Get on. Keep your ears open. See what you can hear.
Will you listen to me? Concentrate. Be alert. Pay attention.
I'm sorry, Mr. Arbuckle.
Now, look, we've got to work hard on this. A code's a code, you know, and it's got to be learnt.
Yes, Mr. Arbuckle, but I don't feel too good.
Nonsense. You're fine. In the pink. Fit as a fiddle. Now then, the end of the sentence. If I say, what have I got in my hand, you know it's a...
hard object. Square. It opens and has something inside.
Good, good. So you know it's either a cigarette case or a hard pack of cigarettes. If I'd said, what have I got in my hand, that means a cigarette case. But if I'd said, what have I got in my fingers, it'd be a cigarette pack. Got it? Now, let's run through it again. Now,
I feel ill.
You note the pause.
I'm dizzy.
What have I got in my hand? Note I said...
I don't want to go on.
We won't let anybody know about it. We'll pretend it never happened.
What?
You can do that. Keep your mind a blank.
Yes.
No matter what anybody says, you don't know anything about it.
No.
It never happened. You must remember that. It never happened. Nothing happened. Nothing.
No.
You don't know a thing about it. It never happened. But it will when there's 7 steps to death.
What?
7 steps to death.
No!
Here, wake up, snap out of it, pull yourself together. What's the matter with you? You balmy? Queer in the head? Here, I've heard of some queer things, but you moaning and groaning like that takes the bun. Here, are you sure your loss of memory is real? Or have you got something on your mind you don't want to remember?
No traces. That will get me. No one saw the murderer go into the room, heard him, or saw him come out again. It's almost as if nobody was there at all, Rogal.
Somebody must have been there, Inspector. I mean, you can't make yourself invisible and do that.
No. An invisible man, not with that poker. Fellow must have been a maniac, not all there.
You know, it's funny leaving those handprints, too.
Maybe he's one of those who can shut their minds down. Tell himself he didn't do it, and that is that. He didn't, so far as he's concerned. Didn't do it to such an extent that he doesn't wipe his handprints off the wall. Didn't do it in his own mind, so much so that he walked out of that house and never thought of it again.
It did take some doing, Inspector.
It has been done. Amnesia, loss of memory. Get on the phone. Find out if any loss of memory cases have been reported anywhere.
Right away, Inspector.
Still out of order. Why don't they mend it, fix it, look after it? Now then, where were we? How far had we got?
Character reading.
Oh, yes. Well, you see, this is quite an act. I get whoever it is in the audience to give me a print of their hand on a piece of paper. I hold it for them. Through years of study, application, determination, I've learnt to write underneath the paper what the chap's like. See?
Yes.
Of course, it's a sort of shorthand, and you've got to learn it. Now, this bit of paper, I take it down to somebody in the audience. I say, may I have your handprint, sir? Or madam, as the case may be. I get it. I bring it back to you, and you stare at it. You know, hand to your brow and all that. You've got to make the act good.
There's a handprint on it.
Stupid, don't idiot. The other side, the side I've written on. Now, could you read that?
It belongs to a fat man. Not much hair. A wart under the left eye.
I meant the writing, not the hand itself.
He had his appendix out once. Flat feet.
That's good. Terrific.
Wears shoes too small.
Hey, you really can read hands.
Has small, pudgy hands and something... Yes, a tattoo on his left forearm. He thinks of nothing but his work. He's selfish, arrogant, and sweats all the time he's on the stage.
There's no need to get too personal.
He was married, but left his wife in a town called Gutenberg. They lived in a top flat, and his wife nagged at him, and one day he tried to throw her out of the window.
You shouldn't know all that.
The window fell down and caught his arm. That's why he had the tattoo to cover the scar. He did that because he knows his wife is still looking for him.
Give me that, take that.
There was another woman, and he took her money off her and left her. Then he went up to...
Shut up! Shut up!
There is a case, Inspector.
What's that, Rugal?
The loss of memory case, sir. One was reported at Calais. English boy.
Calais, 20 miles, eh? We can be there in half an hour. Come on. It's about time we got a break on that murder. Luck can't hold out against us forever.
Now, boy, I didn't mean it. It was an accident, a mistake. What's a broken tooth between friends?
You told me to read the print.
Yes, that's right. Ah, well, all is forgiven. You really can read palms. And, boy, we're going to make $1 million.
Oh, no, not me. I'm finished with the act.
Oh, no. You've been up to something, my boy. You continue with me, or I go to the police.
You go to the police. I've got nothing to hide, not that I can remember. I'm going to call a cab.
They haven't mended the phone yet.
Haven't they?
It costs money phoning to see.
All right. I'll dial this number and it won't cost you anything. I'll get the engage signal. And then I'll phone a cab. And you can have the money for that. I'm getting away from here.
Hello?
Who's that?
You phoned your own number. Who else would it be but you?
It can't be.
It is.
No.
And before you ring off, remember 7 steps to death, eh?
Do you think Emmanuel's guilt had become so strong that he was hearing voices? Or do you think the murdered man was getting to him from beyond the grave? We can't really tell you that. All we can tell you is what happened.
But, Emmanuel, it's splendid. Top of the bill. A smash.
Well, it's not smashing me.
You really can read people from their handprints. You really can. For 20 years I've been faking it. Now I've got a chance to cash in. Make me know. Clear the pot.
Look, I can't stand it. It makes me ill and dizzy.
Listen what I've done, boy. A newspaper campaign, a publicity stunt, a big deal. 12 people with 12 prints, and you're going to read the lot of them. In a radio studio, see? Boy, we'll rock the town. We'll leave our mark. We'll make them sit up and take notice.
No.
Too late. I've fixed it. It's done. The deal's on. These characters are well known in town. You get them right, and we'll amaze the world. It'll be a riot. The success story of the century.
I won't do it.
You will? Want to use the phone again? Want me to tell the police what I'm learning about you and what you tried to forget? That's my boy. Now then, this is how I've arranged it. We go to the radio studios and there we...
The sergeant at the desk gave me the address. He's at 28 Rue des Portes, staying with a Mr. Arbuckle.
Where to, Inspector?
28 Rue des Portes.
You don't know what you're doing to me, Mr. Arbuckle. I don't know what it is. I can sort of see these people through their handprints. But I can see other things as well. Remember things.
Remember? Recall, eh? Coming back to you, eh? What's coming back to you?
There was this man. I hated him. I don't know why.
Bit convenient, isn't it, your memory?
I killed him. There was a room, and I had a poker in my hand, and I was leaning against the wall. One hand against the wall, you know. And he was dead. Horribly dead. But I was glad. In a disgusted sort of way.
Yes, well, that's fine.
Fine?
For the show, the act. The greatest revelation of the power of the human mind ever. And you have to go ahead with it now, don't you, Emmanuel boy? Don't you, eh?
Oh, please, please. Look, it's the voice saying 7 steps to death. Making me do these acts of yours brings it on. And don't you get it? 7 steps to death. 7 times he gets in touch with me. Once when you were talking, and once on the phone. Twice. 5 more times. And then it's death. Death!
Oh, my boy, death doesn't knock on doors, it knocks you. One bash and you've had it. Who is it?
Police!
Talk of the devil. Eh?
You've got to save me. Get rid of them, please. If you don't, you won't have your act. You'll be ruined.
That's so. You're right. That's sense. Leave it to me, boy. Ah, afternoon, gentlemen. What can we do for you?
We are making investigations into the murder of a man in Boulogne. We believe there's somebody here who might be able to help us.
Oh, I doubt it, I doubt it. We murder 'em in Berlin, Hamburg, and Paris, but never in Boulogne, no.
Is there somebody who suffers from amnesia?
No, nothing like that.
We have reason to believe
Sorry, we can't help.
Such a person is here. A criminal trying to hide his identity by pretending amnesia.
Oh, go away, leave me alone.
He's taking the 7 steps to death.
No.
7 steps to death.
7 steps to death. 7 steps to death.
Here, what's the matter with you? Pull yourself out of it. Come to your senses.
What? 7 steps. That policeman knows.
Oh, come off it. He's been gone 5 minutes.
Gone? He was saying it. He was coming towards me saying it. 7 steps to death. I could see him.
Rubbish. You were just standing there with a blank look on your face as if you were in a trance. I spun him a yarn, boy. I fooled him, talking him out of it. He's gone, I swear it. Gone, departed. Close the door. And you've been sweating and crying out and carrying on.
Gone? That's 3 times. You, the phone, and now the policeman. 4 more to go. 4 more to go. I'll confess, I'll tell!
Over my dead body, you will.
And is this the studio where the demonstration broadcast takes place?
Yes, yes.
Well, I'm just starting with the newspaper. I hope I can report it correctly. And that's the mic.
That's it, Mr. Roundhouse. The mic and the table with the cards, each with the handprint of a well-known local celebrity.
It's quite exciting. How do you take the handprints?
Emmanuel will show you, explain, and demonstrate. Excuse me, some important people.
Well, Mr. Emmanuel? How do you take the handprints?
Oh, it's easy. Ink on the hands that easily washes off, and press down on the paper. Look, I'll show you. Like that? Like that, see? If you'll excuse me, my throat, it's very dry.
You get it, Rogan?
Here, Inspector. His very own handprint. Shall I check it with the prints we got from the wall?
No. Move quietly over to the table, remove the last paper with a print on it from the demonstration pile, and put that one of Davis in its place.
His own. Should make this a very interesting demonstration.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the most astounding, the most amazing and inexplicable mental phenomenon ever brought before an audience. The legendary, the fantastic power of my partner and friend, Emmanuel the Great. He will demonstrate not only his unbelievable powers, but the fact that...
He has tricked you all into believing that he's innocent of a terrible crime he well knows he has done.
Oh, go away.
And he will continue to fool you until he takes the 7 steps to death.
No.
7 steps to death.
Oh, no, wait, please.
For heaven's sake, pull yourself together. Everybody's looking at you.
7 steps. 7 steps. That was the 4th. Only 3 more to go.
Go on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first...
As you see, Mr. Emmanuel has taken up the piece of paper with the first handprint from the table.
The first belongs to the mayor of Boulogne. Thin and tall, a strong sense of duty, and very patient.
He also knows there are 7 steps to death.
Go on!
I heard it, my own voice. 7 steps to death.
Nonsense. The next print. Get a move on.
And here is another print which says...
7 steps to death.
Go on!
But I heard it.
We didn't. Now get on with it.
But the next time is the 7th. The end. My death.
I'll settle your death if you don't get on with it.
I have here...
7 steps to death.
No!
But nothing happened. We know because the small studio audience, beyond hearing Emmanuel cry out, saw that nothing happened. What did happen was the most amazing demonstration of character reading from handprints ever staged. Emmanuel got character after character right, for you see, he'd got over the 7th of the 7 steps to death. Nothing had happened, and he thought he was free.
Free. And now, my last test of skill.
The one I switched, Inspector. He's reading his own handprint.
This is very interesting. I can see a man of weak personality, but a great deal of the baser emotions. I can see him going into a house. There's a sort of haze of hate about him. He hates somebody because this man represents all the things he thinks he hates in other people, but really hates in himself.
Take it easy.
Besides, this man has money hidden away. He goes into the house. There's a passage and a door to the left. He goes into the room.
Getting it all done? Yes, Inspector.
There's a man sitting at the table. He's got a mean face and a righteous look. He stands up. I don't say anything. There's a poker, and I reach down and get it. It's heavy. The man's scared now, pale and perspiring. He's got one hand up to protect himself, and he's pleading, saying he'll give me all the money I want. I hate him. I hate him more because he's scared. I raise the poker and obliterate him. Obliterate him! Obliterate him!
You are under arrest for the murder of Jean Bernard on or about the 27th of June last. I must warn you
It's all right, Inspector. I admit it.
Admit it?
Yes, of course. What does it matter now? I'm safe. I'm now 1 step beyond the 7th. I'm immortal.
The trial of Emmanuel Davis was held. The outcome was a foregone conclusion.
Guilty. And the best stage act I ever had.
The sentence? Execution. The guillotine. Dawn. 7th of September, 1928.
Ah, gentlemen. A fine, cold morning.
Emmanuel Davis was in the best of spirits.
Really too cold to go out with the back of my head shaved, and no collar to my shirt.
He was cocksure. He had, he thought, gone beyond the 7th step and had nothing to fear. Besides...
I've read my handprints. I know. Nothing's going to happen to me. After you, gentlemen. No? Then I must lead the way. A morning constitutional. You need it after being locked up.
The door to the yard opened. The black-draped scaffold, Madame Guillotine waiting, stark against the sky.
Ah, the dawn. So fresh. And so many of you kind gentlemen to wait upon me.
Davis had no fear. He was sure, having got past the 7th step to death. Confident, looking up at the scaffold. But then, as he mounted the scaffold, his confidence began to wane. 1, 2, 3.
4, 5, 6. No, not 7 steps. No!
7 steps to death. They had to drag him across, fight with him as he was strapped down.
No, I won't! You can't! Let me free! Free!
It was then that Emmanuel realized that he'd not only lost his life, but he'd lost his strange power of reading palm prints. And if he heard the voice of his conscience now, it wasn't through mortal ears.
Listen again next week for another unforgettable story from our Springbok Library of the Air.